Hey guys, how you doing today?
I'm fucking awesome.
Yeah. Sunday, can't complain.
Yeah, I can't believe it's Sunday. I gotta go fucking work tomorrow.
Yeah, right. Yesterday was my Friday. I had 3 days off. You know the vibes, anyway. Welcome everyone to IGL Podcast. We're just gonna talk some shit for a couple hours. You know how we go. Anyway, Cookie, you seen much of the CDL, especially the major finals?
I haven't had the chance to watch much now, unfortunately.
That's fine. So
I'm
FaZe
keeping up to date with like scores and that, but that's about it.
Yeah, FaZe ended up taking it out. The Dallas FaZe game for the final was actually pretty crazy. It went all the way to round 9 in the search and destroy, bro, which is great, man. It was probably the best finish all year of any major so far. But the teams coming out of the major just I don't know, some of them are starting to look a cut above the rest now. You know, we got the Mutineers starting to really pick it up. Neptune is one of the best subs in the game by far. We got Optic, who the start of this the start of this like season, stage. The start of this stage has just been going off. Like, they've dropped everyone in front of them. I know New York's looking a bit weak at the moment. They should come back to form though. But Optic is just looking like a different breed. I still don't know if anyone can beat FaZe, but only time will tell, I guess. The bottom four starting to look like the bottom four. I don't think the Surge and I'm gonna say not LAG. What's the other team, bro? The Royal Ravens. I don't think either of those teams can make it to champs. So that's a wrap for their season.
I think the bottom four are pretty much cemented.
Cemented, yeah. It's only a tussle between them because apparently the bottom two spots, so whoever's 7th and 8th, they have to start in losers. So at the moment, that's pretty sure Thieves and Mutineers. So if the Thieves keep their impressive run going right now, they should make it to hopefully the top 6. Talking about Thieves anyway, they just had a roster change. Hook was dropped, and also TJ was dropped in favor of Draza and John. Both, in my opinion, probably better players this year at least. John, I mean, is a multi-platform player, a world champion.
I don't think this game really suits TJ too much.
Yeah, no, well, like you said, the last 3 games, to be honest, but...
Can you just explain to me, though, why Hook, again, wasn't able?
Alright, so champs, right, so they had, apparently the day before the last major, they had a COVID test. And apparently his name, however, got filled out wrong on the test, and he didn't change it online before the day, so he had to get another COVID test, but he didn't bring his ID to the event. So yeah,
I think it's like a series of fuck ups that really shouldn't happen. Like how long we've been dealing with COVID
that falls not only on him though, like the organization as well.
Yeah, how do you fuck up a pro player's name? Like, there's only 4 on the team. There's only 8 teams in there.
Apparently, all the information was up to him, right? And Muddog and JCap were running around the event all day trying to fucking get him another COVID test on the day, but they failed to do it in time for the game, so they had to sub Draza in, which they ended up losing to pretty sure LAG.
I think Draza's better at this point in time than
the fact is, Draza was playing probably the best on their team. That like at least in the,
I don't know why he got redropped.
Yeah, because I think that what their focus was, they were moving towards LAN, so they just went with some bets instead of online players in quotation marks.
Yeah.
But to me, like, John's such a good pickup. He isn't performing to the level that he can, but the whole rest of the team seems to be better for the change, bro. So if John can start performing, we could actually see a big threat to FaZe. Because the match I really want to highlight is that yesterday's match between the Thieves and FaZe. The Thieves actually managed to take a Moscow search and destroy off of FaZe. Which, they almost got the hard point. The checkmate hardpoint, and they did win the Moscow search. The rest of it, mind you, FaZe looked dominant as hell, but if they could have taken those 2 maps, man, and we made to another search, man, this LAT team is a very strong search and destroy team, bro. Slasher.
It's hardpoint that they've got to pick up on all.
Yeah, I think if anything, really, hardpoint's where they're lacking, but I feel like that's a mode that will come with time, and I know we don't have that much time left in the season, but
There's enough.
There's enough to get there before champs. And as I said, John's a world champion. Slasher, I think he might be a world champion in Black Ops 3. Kenny's been in multiple finals, world championship finals.
Kenny's also won like tournaments.
Yeah, he has mad chips. Yeah,
not like rings, but chips for sure.
Heaps of chips, and he's just downright. He's just a really good player. He can play any role. Like Kenny's like one of the most versatile players in the game right now.
Yeah.
The other team I really want to highlight right now is Subliners, bro. They're taking a real big dip since Decimate joined the team for the major because ASIM couldn't get a visa, but now they're back together and they're actually in the same place playing together. So hopefully they can come back to form during Major 5 because I would love to see Clace to get a ring. Honestly, I'd love to. He's such a vet, you know what I mean, of the esports scene in general, like coming from Halo and then playing COD. Pretty sure I'm right with that. But
the other thing is, they were my dark horse for major. Don't forget.
Yeah. I think Decimate just what are you supposed to do, man? Decimate just joined the team. He tried to fill the role, and they got double bopped out of the fucking major. But if ASIM could have been there, man, I feel like they could have been their major. But hopefully they come back to form soon. Because I personally really like Clayster as a player. So
yeah.
And Hydra is an absolute menace right now, bro. He's one of the best subs in the game as well, man. The French Phenom. What other teams? Dallas, man. Dallas looked great at the major. They're not looking so hot now, but maybe they're, you know how everyone was calling them online last year? Maybe they're on-landers. We didn't know.
Like Optic.
Yeah, right? Talking about Optic, I know we already covered them, but I feel like this could be, they're actually like performing together as a team right now, which for them is like different because they're so individually talented that they can play this game without needing to play as a team. But as soon as they run into the better teams, they fall flat. But tomorrow is going to be the real like test because they're versing FaZe. So we're going to see what Optic can actually fucking do against FaZe. And I hope they don't choke it, man. I hope they give them a good run. Even if they don't win, they take them to a map 5 and it's close the whole way. I would love to see Optic. Yeah, I'd love to see Formal and Scum get another ring. That would make me so happy, bro. Like if we could get a LA Thieves Optic final, it will never happen because FaZe will win. But if we could get that would be a match made in heaven.
Or even a Chicago Atlanta.
Yeah, Chicago, Atlanta, Dallas, Atlanta, New York, Atlanta. That's pretty much all I'd like to see, really. All of those teams.
Dallas Optic. I would envy.
Yeah, Dallas Optic would be crazy.
Envy Optic.
What other sick scenarios? Oh, even Subliners Optic, Subliners Thieves, man. That would be great to see as well. Like, because Clayster's taken rings off of Slasher and Kenny multiple times, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's mainly it. I think towards the end of the season, man, this is starting to really heat up. We didn't even talk about Toronto, man. Toronto is just like the thing is, like, we always say New York's the dark horse team, man. I think everyone forgets about Toronto, but they are so.
I don't think you
dominant.
can't. I don't think you can classify them as a dark horse.
No, they won a major, I guess, but I just feel like they don't get enough attention because they don't have that veteran player on their team that makes people look at them. That's what makes them the dark horse. They don't have a Clayster. They don't have a Scump. They don't have a Cream.
Yeah. Haven't they got a fella that's won a ring though?
Bance, Cammy.
Bance, I think. I could be wrong. I swear Bance won.
You might be right. Bance COD player. I love CODpedia, man. How good is this website, bro? Gamepedia, sorry, my bad. World Championship? Has he won a... Let's just have a list here saying World Championship.
Shocked.
Tournament results. CW, Modern Warfare. Oh man, he's been through a lot of swaps, bro. Yeah. The Toronto team last year was not the same as it is now, that's for sure. He won an amateur final with the boys in Black
I said that wasn't a shot. Maybe it wasn't who I was thinking of.
Might have been, because it might have been one of the other blokes on there, because they've got a very talented roster. Like
they have been switching in that as well.
I think he got
quite a bit.
He got second in Black Ops 3 champs.
Oh, that was so bad.
Yeah, he started playing Advanced Warfare. Cool. Anyway, regardless if they have chips, rings, whatever, bro, they are very talented, man. It's full Europeans, and I'm always good. I'm always down to see somebody that is American winning. So, anyway, with that said, I think we should move on to like what's new in the games we're playing at the moment. So, Cookie, you want to tell us more about the game you're playing right now on the screen?
Yeah. So this is called Splitgate. They advertise it as Halo meets Portal, which is pretty
Accurate, yeah.
Yeah. I'd also probably chuck like Unreal Tournament in there
Yeah,
a
for
bit as
sure.
well, because it's very got an old Unreal Tournament, as if it was not
Definitely an old school feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm loving. Bring it
and-
back. Simplicity is key.
So it's free to play Steam. Currently in its beta.
Wait, this game is free to play. Holy fuck!
Yeah.
What value
so-
for a free to play game?
100%.
Yeah, it's been in early access for a while. I think it hit beta.
Yeah,
14?
a couple days
2
ago.
weeks
yeah,
ago?
No, it's a couple days ago, bro. It was pre.
Oh wait, where was the start of the relaunch?
Oh,
Yeah, it's
last
cross-platform.
Yeah. So yeah, they brought up cross-platform.
month. Yeah. Good
Which
time.
is big, because beforehand it was very hard to actually find people. There was
Now
games.
there's bots though, so it's super easy to find a game.
No, ones on version at the moment are pretty good.
Oh yeah, I think the skill-based matchmaking, once we finally got some kills, we've been put up.
I think it
'cause,
waits till you hit a certain level.
the games that me and Benny were playing this morning were way harder than what I was playing initially yesterday. But that was the first game on.
It's also Sunday
Yeah.
morning. A lot of people have the time off to play the game at the moment, bro.
That's a fair point as well. But yeah, for free games, probably best game around at the moment.
I haven't found a better shooter on the market, and I've played a lot of the free
Yeah.
shooters on Steam, man. Especially when I got
Yeah.
my PC.
It's a good like party game. If you get a few people in, it's good fun. You can get a big group of people in and do like free for alls and shit.
That was fun.
So there's a lot of different things to it. There is, I don't think the ranks out yet. I think rank drops with the full, I believe.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's definitely worth a check out. It won't cost you a cent.
And the
And-
microtransaction system's actually pretty good in this game, let me say. The stores are pretty well priced, and you get free drops. Like, I got 7 or 8 free drops this morning just by playing and finishing my challenges, man. So it made me want to get back on and get more drops.
I don't know if it's just per
I think you
level
get one.
or just...
Yeah, I think you get one every level up.
But I was doing daily challenges. I didn't level up, and I got one. So I think they just love giving it to you.
Oh, bro, I'm all about it, man. I love getting shit for free, man. It makes me like want to play, bro. Obviously.
Yeah, there's so much customizable though.
Yes,
already.
so much is customizable already. But they've had this game, and this was like, so when we say beta, this is kind of a relaunch for the game for consoles.
Yeah, it was in early access for about 2-3 years.
I wouldn't imagine they would call it full release if they just released cross-platform. They're gonna have some issues that they won't want to bug out first
Of course.
before they do a full launch.
Yep.
Which is completely fine, you know, that shit works. It's not like fucking other games to release and it's like, oh, it doesn't work, but thanks for paying $80 for the game.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks. So Splitgate, highly recommend it, man. Everyone should be getting in this beta. Everyone should be picking this game up. Honestly, it is one of the best shooters I've ever played.
The other thing is, if you're a competitive person, I know there's a lot out there that are. I can probably guarantee you that there will be an esports side of it if anybody would be interested in that. Which some people are.
If you join the Discord right now, man, there's people wanting to play all the time. They've got pickup games constantly. If you want to play this,
I'm meaning like proper esports stuff.
Oh, of course, yeah, of course. But these guys on the Discord, man, they are like built different. If you want to play for real, man, you want to get in those pickup games and start learning how the mechanics work.
It'd be a really shame though. Oh, sorry, a real shame if they don't fucking esport it.
Honestly, this game looks built for esports, man.
It is 100%.
Media.
Yeah, I've never the thrill of this game is insane. Like when you flick on somebody, like it's just so clean, man. All the movement. As we were saying, if this game had sliding, I think the movement would literally be perfect.
Yeah, I feel like just something they might implement because like they just released Collateral. We got fucking Collateral sniped in a game. Cookie. It was pretty disgusting.
Yeah, it was pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have been challenged like that though.
No, I probably shouldn't have been straight. I think I walked straight in front of you or something like that. Perfect timing.
Anyway, Splitgate is a must get. You have to pick it up. If anyone's hearing this right now, if you're not installing it right now, go I don't know, man.
But what I'm really keen for is I'm keen to see the developers say, like in Rocket League, the developers, after they saw the community play the game, like, holy fuck, we never imagined that a game could be played like this. I'm really keen to see people actually get into it, play around with the mechanics, and see what they can really
Developers
do.
really interact with the community on the Discord.
Yeah, they're really about it, man. And because I think they know, man, this game is going to be community driven. Especially.
Would you call it indie title?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the company that makes it is definitely a development studio that has other games under their belt.
Yeah, but like they're not AAA funded at all. I want to say.
I don't think so. Otherwise, this game would already be on console, correct?
Beautiful fucking.
Yeah, nice one.
Indie title then.
Well, I don't know, because like Riot did LoL and it's only coming to console this year. But I guess it was indie to begin with, and then it became AAA.
Do they need the console market back in the day?
Well, I think it's what they were indie when it started, and then
now they got Valorant, and
it just became so big that they weren't indie anymore.
All right, well, Splitgate, great game. Pick it up.
Beautiful game.
The game has some of the best hit rate I've ever experienced.
And you can play it on any fucking computer.
Yeah, dude. My computer, like compared to Julian's, is a toaster, man. So play it on mine for sure. If you
I'm
Xbox
not a
One,
single
you can
issue.
play it on pretty much any PC that exists, bro. Let's be real.
Yeah,
I love it on my settings automatically at Epic as well.
Yeah.
Except Portals, it turned down a little bit, so I feel like Portals is a bit intensive.
Okay, maybe I have to suss that. All right, let's. What about COD? The new season 4 Reloaded dropped, guys. You guys excited, huh?
Wait, was that a new season?
Nah, new Reloaded. So season 4 Reloaded. So they brought out some new modes, some new maps.
I really understand the point of it. I think it's
I don't
Warzone season, I think.
Well, it's just
Warzone had a big
try and
update.
do like a soft season, so they like get people. They go halfway through the season, they go, here's another thing to be excited about, you know.
To keep you online, so you can spend some money in microtransactions. Yay!
Oh, bro, we have a completely different tone compared to Splitgate and COD, don't we?
Oh man, I'm sick of it. After last night, man, I'm done. Honestly, I can't do it. What we hop off? 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
8 o'clock, we were like, nah, I was fucking raging.
And we'd only gotten on at about 6 o'clock.
True.
I just livid.
Would
just
you be
absolutely livid?
Would some new League play maps bring you back?
Maybe another game mode.
No, they're not
like for League. I know that. I know they won't ever do that. But
I'd like just an option
not to do
where like
free.
All 8 people can choose what mode they want to play, and then it randomizes the map after that.
Wouldn't you, if they're going to implement it, wouldn't you like them just to pick the map have a pick map system as well? Wouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, but I mean, then it's just like pre-game lobbies way too long. Then
we'd play as raid all day, bro. So there'd be even less variety.
I mean, yeah, but not only like Apocalypse is sweet, but never fucking comes around.
Yeah, but it's only one map, one mode. Like, nice Cookie. Seen that? That's cheeky. So talking about League play though, there's a new AK-47 blueprint for winning. I think it's 100.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, the 74U blueprint looks sick.
It looks pretty.
That's awesome.
What'd you say? It looks like the 100 Thieves logo.
Yeah, the 100 looks like the Thieves logo.
Yeah,
but the actual gun is very pretty.
It's a good looking gun, man. Yeah, it's good to see that they're supporting League play. Like 9 months after the game came out and 3 months after League play came out. So
well, I feel like I have to with all the fucking issues we've been running into skill-based matchmaking, the ranking system. They have to give us something to keep us on board.
They should have had a good rank play system from the start. Anyway, there's CTS in the game now, huh? Would you like to see that in League play? Neither. All right.
Actually, you know what? I would love. No, let's do that. Fucking let's do CDF in League. I want to see sweaty League play.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. The spawn's actually not too bad on CTF. Not horrible, bro.
I can't see any maps being good though.
Apocalypse was actually quite nice. I'm not gonna lie. We were getting smashed. We were down. I jumped in this match. We were down a round, and they had 2 flags or almost 3 flags capped, and I brought it all the way back on and I went on like a 24 kill streak. So I was so pissed I didn't get the nuke. But yeah. So I think Carl, I like CTF. It's good to see it come back. Honestly, it's just a classic game, and I don't know why it isn't in the game to start off with, but we got the new Rush map. I don't know if you guys have played that. It's for Black Ops 2 map from the Vengeance DLC. That would have been the 3rd DLC back, I think.
Yeah, I have played it. It's interesting.
It's a good map, man. I don't know if it's that good in Cold War. I mean, I dropped 70 kills in my first game on it, but I'm not convinced it's good for Cold War yet. But it is a good map. All things.
Oh no, I haven't checked it out only because I haven't played multiplayer.
And it won't be going in.
No.
But I think I might have to check out multiplayer because the new submachine gun.
Yeah.
Do you have it?
OTS.
So High was using that yesterday, showing us it off, and fucking no recoil.
Yeah,
literally, not a single bit of kick.
It's OP as fuck, 100%. Yeah.
But they're definitely going to fucking ban it from League.
Oh, they have to.
Or
100%.
Nerf the gun entirely.
It's a new LC10.
Yeah, it is the new LC10 pretty much. I think it even might be maybe just a smidgen worse than the LC10, but not that much worse, bro.
It just looked disgusting. It didn't look like he even had to control his bullets at all. Just point and shoot.
You don't. That's the same as the
LC10.
LC10.
Why? Why release a fucking gun like that? It's the same as Modern Warfare, ASFAL and all that shit. How did they not have the template for a fuck? Of course, it's a different level. But how do they not have a basic template of gun creation? Well, bro, it goes, maybe we should have a little bit of kick in that gun.
ASFAL, man, is when that thing was broken through walls, the game was really unplayable, bro. Why would
Dude, I love that. I don't know,
but
no, it was unplayable. But I fucking, as a memory, shooting through what was it, Azir Cave, that giant rock in the middle, being able to shoot through that is the most disgusting shit I've ever seen in a AAA game.
I don't know how they even I don't know how it took them fucking 10 days to fix it, bro. That's what really infuriated me.
Took them that long? Jeez.
It was like 2 weeks where I just was like, yep. What other game?
Yeah, a lot of people just fucking piss off or picked it up if they want to keep playing COD.
Talk about the kick on the OTS or whatever, bro. That ASFAL was bro. They fucked up, bro. That should have been a hot fix to remove from the game that day, bro.
I guess it is a bit harsh to compare it, but yeah, that's a big fuck up on Modern Warfare's side. I guess Black Ops hasn't really done anything that disgusting. But they have disgusting fucking gun releases.
Yes, chef. The new Zombies map's come out. I've heard really mixed reviews about it. Not the actual map itself, about how it runs. I don't know anything about the map yet. The new Wonder Weapon looked interesting.
No, it's probably going to have fucking issues. The last time I released Firebase, which has a lot of fire in it. If you zoomed in, the fire actually scaled with your zoom. It was the funniest shit. Even the smoke and everything.
True.
As soon as they released the fire base, like you'd be looking at the helicopter in the middle and the cloud of smoke, and you zoom in, and all the smoke would zoom with you. I'm like, what the fuck? This is trippy as. So we'll see what fucking breaks with this new map.
So we'll give you next podcast. We'll give you a more updated verse because we'll definitely get into.
Yeah, we might. We'll give it a go.
Mule Kit came out as well, bro. That's the last thing I wanted to cover. Oh, actually, yeah, maps. So
what does Mule Kit do again?
3 guns, 3 main.
Right. Yeah, that's huge.
There's rumors of Yemen and Plaza coming back. So both of those maps were competitive maps in Black Ops 2. I think Plaza was, I'm gonna say, a search map. Maybe a CTF map, and Yemen was pretty sure every game mode map apart from maybe CTF. I don't know if it was a CTF.
I don't remember which one Plaza was.
Plaza was the map with the dance floor in it, and
I'm gonna get fucked up in Yemen if it comes out in League.
Oh yeah, okay. I think I know the one. It's You've got like water surrounds it, and you can run down via the water.
Yeah,
I barely touched either of these fucking maps, but I did hear that they're pretty fairly based. Not too bad.
They're really good maps, man. Both the maps are actually good, man.
So if they get thrown into League and I start playing League again, I know I'm gonna be fucked up because everybody knows the fucking map and I've never touched it before.
Oh fuck fucking shoot bots on it then, bro. That's what I do. All
Might
right.
have to.
So another normal gaming news, bro. The PlayStation just had their state of play.
Took them a while. I thought it was going to be right
Right.
after E3, but
Right.
I guess give it some time for everybody to calm down about all the Xbox and other developers news and then release it. But was it worthwhile? All in all?
I don't think so personally, bro. I have a bunch of notes here about it. They highlighted Deathloop, but it's a Microsoft exclusive, bro. Like, well, it's not a Microsoft exclusive, obviously, but it's a Microsoft-owned title now. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty weird to see because it's made by Bethesda, and Bethesda's owned by Microsoft. So it's really weird to see PlayStation putting so much hype into a game that, like,
well, apparently it's not coming out on Xbox.
Yeah, in a year's time, but it is produced by Microsoft still, bro. It's not coming out for a whole year on Xbox, but it's still, produced by Microsoft. So it's weird to see them put the cloud into the game that's produced by, technically published by Microsoft, bro.
So since the release of the PS5, they've been freaking out that they got no fucking titles.
Yeah, they got no titles. Yeah.
So they're trying to make all these games exclusive, which are not exclusive.
Yeah.
So the thing they don't have a lot of is stock.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
It'll be on PC though. It says
It's
Microsoft Windows, so I'm just going to check it out. It looked fun. I think it was a trailer. I don't know if I've seen
in the trailer. They
gameplay.
just showed off in like some of the gameplay, like what would you use, mechanics. Apparently there's 8 targets, so the game loops every day, bro. So if you don't kill all the 8 targets in the day, pretty sure the game just loops back to the start, bro. So you have to kill. Say if you killed 7 of them, the game loops back to the start of the day. Mm-hmm. So every day you've got to explore the map, figure out where the 8 people are, and then one day you'll just kill all the 8 people, and then the loop will end. And that's endgame, which is cool, little different. It's definitely a different type of mechanic. You know what I mean? Like kind of thing.
Let's have a look at Arcane. I think Arcane made Dishonored.
They did, correct.
And just with the images I'm looking at, the combat looks very Dishonored.
Yeah, even the like when he's moving from rooftop to rooftop, I was like, man, that's Dishonored right there. Which
is cool. I love Dishonored. I fucking except for the fact that I just really wanted to get across the entire map without killing someone. But then as I'm carrying a body, I accidentally drop it and he glitches out and he fucking he spins inside himself and he flings off to the distance and that counts as 1 kill.
Wow.
Yeah, I deal with a lot of that shit in Dishonored too.
Yeah, I remember watching you play.
Oh, you accidentally you throw him on a ledge and then he falls off. He ragdoll slowly falls off and he might go in the water or some shit like that. Counts as a kill.
That's fun.
I just want to go through the entire fucking game with no kills, just doing it completely goody two shoes. Couldn't do it. Didn't manage it. I spent hours trying to do it, and I fucking couldn't. I gave up and I just killed a bunch of people and finished the game. But I really liked it. I really like combat, so I'm keen to actually check out.
Some other shit I seen in this PlayStation State of Play. So this game called Arcade-Ageddon's like a cartoony co-op PvP looter shooter with like a futuristic feel. They claim to have ever-changing stages and unique biomes. Battle with your friends mid-run in PvP challenges for bonus loot. It's by Allphonics, first-time publisher for Sony, I guess. They helped make Friday the 13th, Predator Hunting Grounds, Evolve, and Star Citizen. I think
Friday the 13th. That looked like a fun game. Never played it. It was basically Dead by Daylight,
yeah,
but
Dead by
with a
Daylight
huge
with
map.
only Jason.
Yeah, but the map was massive compared to it.
I don't know. Dead by Daylight is too toxic for me, bro. I'm not playing Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
It would be fun to get just a group of people that we know for it.
Yeah, but the thing is, Cookie, Ben was like, oh man, I'm really keen to check out Dead by Daylight, and he really wanted me to get onto it, but I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to have that much fun. But he went for it, and apparently the community is toxic.
Bro, 2 games. I played 2 games. It came on Game Pass that day, bro. I'd never even seen gameplay of the game before, but it looked interesting from like the trailer that I seen in the Xbox store. So I downloaded it, started playing it, and bro, I swear to you, the 2 games I played was just people yelling at me. I'm like, isn't this supposed to be like fun? People are taking it way too serious. Like people are yelling at me in Dead by Daylight, like they're like we're playing League play, bro.
They didn't. Did they not see a level and then go, maybe this dude doesn't know what he's doing?
Yeah,
How about the dude who knows how to fucking play the game? Obviously he does because he's gone off at you.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he just teach you?
He didn't explain shit. He's just
if
like,
you're in a survivors, it's a team thing. Yeah, you go, oh, follow me. Oh, help me with the generator. Yeah, you do that sort of shit, not go, why don't you fix the generator, you stupid cunt? Oh, fucking some gamers are dickheads.
Yeah, 100%. It's just like this game had been out for so long, people just straight away being toxic, man. I had no idea.
Just disgusting. And it's not even that fun a fucking game. Get over it.
Right, it's not even that good, bro. It's actually quite fucking, like, it was boring, man.
I actually wish I was in that lobby. I would have fucking called them out.
Because I had the voice chat, and then after the second game, no one was talking, so I was just having fun, walking around, trying to learn how to play the game. And then I just got, like, message after message from people in the lobby just calling me shit, bro. I was like, oh my gosh, man. You take this game so serious.
Sounds like CS.
Yeah, but CS has a reason to be serious.
CS is actually, fun. It's competitive. Dead by Daylight is just...
No, I'm meaning in, like,
it's a party game. It's more a party game than competitive.
Yeah, like, I feel like Dead by Daylight should be a party game, but they just take it way too seriously.
It's like going into fucking Mario Party with your friends and then going and yelling at them because you're not fucking playing properly.
It's the same thing, bro.
Fucking hell.
Oh man, that was my experience with Dead by Daylight. What else here? Oh, Hunter Arena.
Again, and the same developers.
Yeah, Hunter Arena was announced. It's a battle royale fighter. In the world, you will play as a hunter who must hunt down deadly demons and other players in order to survive. It has solos and trios, 30-player lobbies. You can use your environment like Assassin's Creed. You can go hide in the bushes and shit. What do you guys think about a battle royale fighter?
I really am sick of battle royales at the moment.
But it's a fighter battle royale cookie.
Does it look like combat like Dishonored?
No. Dishonored.
I don't know. It looks like
it's third person.
Hero to hero. Seems like it would be very heavily based on dodging, countering, melee.
You mean Dark Souls?
I'm thinking it was a completely wrong game. No. The one that Ubisoft released.
Oh, For Honor, yeah.
For Honor.
Well, I don't know because I didn't get that much information. I'm pretty sure the game's not even coming out this year, so.
I'll look at some gameplay.
Yeah. This other game got announced, or wasn't announced. It was pushback actually. Announcement of the pushback and more gameplay got shown up. It's called Shifu. It looked really fucking cool. They had like a gameplay mechanic where every time you died, the character would age.
Oh, never mind. Dynasty Warriors. My bad.
Dynasty.
Yeah, hack and slash.
Can you start off the podcast by saying
no, I don't. I don't think that's one you were thinking of because there's no dodging in Dynasty Warriors.
No, I'm just looking at the gameplay of what was that game called? Hunter Arena, and it was definitely a hack and slash.
Yeah. Also, it's Dynasty, by the way.
I've been saying it since I'm 5 years old. I don't give a shit. I also say frappe wrong. Frappe? I can't remember which way I say it now.
I lived in New York. I know what a bagel is.
I worked at Macca's. And those cunts told me off every time I said it. Oh, yeah, get a coffee frappe? Frappe? I can't actually know which one is the fucking right way now.
You're saying frappe, bro.
Is it Dynasty or Dynasty? I'm going to call it Dynasty.
Dynasty, bro. Dynasty Warriors.
No, fuck your Dynasty. Dynasty.
Dynasty Warriors.
No, Dynasty, mate. Dynasty. That's what I'm fucking calling it for the rest of my life, and I'll die like that.
Every time it comes out of your mouth.
Nastily.
Oh, every time it comes out of your mouth, I'm like, what
the fuck? I don't think that I'm that dumb because me and Leighton both fucking call it the same for years. Leighton, it was one of our favorite games.
Leighton, he's not that smart. What's your excuse, bro?
Yeah, I'm supposed to.
I'm gonna get Samurai Warriors.
I fucking love that game.
Oh, okay. That was the game we talked about last.
I really want to actually pick up another one and actually do like a co-op I know it won't be that fun for that long, but because it's super repetitive.
Yeah.
But I'd be very keen just to play that sort of hack and slash again.
Well, fucking do Samurai Warriors with me then.
They'll do a nostalgia kick. Oh, fuck yeah. Is it a free player? Can we do a party or is it just 2?
I'm not sure.
I'll give it a go. Because I just really want to check out a hack and slash. And that Hyrule Warriors was what I was keen, but I don't have a fucking Switch, so.
I do, on the other hand, and I have the copy of the game.
Yeah, but I have to actually take the Switch off you, which I'm not doing anymore.
Alright, so quickly, because I think Cookie's about to go. What's that fucking game called?
27th of July.
New Yakuza type games coming out. Lost Judgment's what it's called. It's a sequel to Judgment. I think it's a revenge thriller. You play as a detective. I hope it's like El Noir with Yakuza mechanics, which would be fucking awesome. You guys care about
that? I've not played Yakuza.
From what we were talking about from, I can't remember what was the last Yakuza. Yakuza 0, 1 that you're talking about? To Yakuza Like a Dragon, and how they completely changed the combat to be turn-based.
Yeah.
That's innovative thinking. Of course, that's like over the fucking 7 titles.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played each one, so I don't know how much they've innovated from each.
Yeah.
But from that jump, I wouldn't be surprised if they fully implemented a detective mechanic like LA Noir.
It wouldn't surprise me at all.
It pissed me off. LA Noir pissed me off because I could never fucking read their faces. Never.
Dude, be better.
I know, but it's like, I can't read normal people's faces. You think I'm gonna fucking read their fucking faces? Fuck, I can't even look in their eyes and they're a video game character.
Oh, fuck. Death Stranding got a director's cut. It looked interesting. It had some new shit. New ways to put your cargo around. You guys excited to use the cargo catapult?
What?
Sick,
I'm
bro.
not.
No, actually, I will. I will check this game out.
Honestly, because this seems like the time to check out Death Stranding because they've added a lot of. It seems like they've added a few.
What price?
What's the quality of life changes, like jump pads to move across gaps, and new vehicles, new weapons, new this, new that, bro. New story missions as well, bro. So.
Oh, so it's not released yet. It says September.
Yeah,
PS5.
September 24th. So I'll be waiting for you on the beach. This is the last line in the trailer, and I said September 24th. See, I'm fucking clever, bro. But before you go, Cookie, we're done with the PlayStation news. I want to talk about the Steam Deck. You guys.
Oh, there was.
What's your opinion, Cook?
Yeah. Have you seen the Steam Deck, Cookie?
Yeah. There was actually a couple of things I wanted to talk about on it too. First off, I'll give props to Steam. The timing of it was fucking brilliant.
100%. Right after the Switch release, bro, perfect.
And the fact that
new
people
Switch,
are mad at Switch?
yeah, it was fucking brilliantly timed. Props to them on that. Secondly, if they are to bring something out, I feel like they've fixed what fucked up previous stuff. Otherwise, they wouldn't be putting all this money into developing something new. Or developing something and then actually releasing it. If they, after like, well, you had the Steam box, the controller.
The Steam Link, yeah. No, I sent you that meme. A lot of people are going to be resistant to pre-order it just because of those 4 previous products that flopped hard. That came out and then they cancelled funding for it.
What they need to do is get in like cooperation with a couple of YouTubers as well as some like Twitch streamers or something.
Apparently Gabe's keen for other PC developers and manufacturers to build their own Steam Deck.
He wants competition. Yeah, he wants.
And apparently the SSD is user replaceable, so he's making it super friendly towards users and its competitors.
Let me, because I got a couple of things here I wrote down this morning. So with the Steam Deck, it's a modified version of Linux. It has like a UI for Steam. They've stressed that it's a portable PC, right? They want it to be for PC gaming, and if you have Steam, you can use it with most of your games. They have the ability to change the OS. and going out of Steam to install games, bro. So you can install games off G2A or something. I'm pretty sure, like or Epic Games and fucking Rockstar Game Launcher probably, like, which is pretty insane.
Disgustingly friendly.
Yeah,
They're super friendly.
So
to even
another
their
thing
competitors.
GTA 5 can be on.
I don't know if you'll fucking accept Epic on there because I don't think they have a good relationship at all.
Epic Games will be available on there.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, this is like a massive move from Steam.
Dude, massive.
I actually just looked at a photo of Gabe today, and fuck, he's gone old. So he's going to be. Yeah. I guess he just wants to fulfill his dreams before he croaks it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, croaks it. He's not going to fucking die tomorrow, Julian. But yeah.
No, but Jesus, like how old? Like he's a big dude and he's old.
50s.
I can't.
50s. Yeah, I don't think he doesn't live a healthy lifestyle. I don't think.
Do you reckon many game developers live a healthy lifestyle, bro?
I know some of them.
He's 58 years old.
58.
Worth $4.1 billion US. So he's got some money that he wants to spend, and I don't know if he. I don't know. Maybe he's healthy as fuck, but maybe he just wants to just fulfill his dreams before he fears that he might go. Like anybody can die tomorrow.
Of course.
So maybe he just wants to do a few things.
Off the death of Gabe Newell, features.
Talking about.
Yeah, go on, Jules.
I want to go with prize.
Okay, you want to go prize? I would like to talk about features and stuff.
Prize? All right, go ahead.
All right, so this has trackpads to have a mouse feel, right? Gyroscope. The best part about this gyroscope, right? The Switch ones just happens, right? That's what I hate about the gyroscope when I'm trying to play, like just sitting down. But the gyroscope is activated by like a button press or the touchpad, so you can like kind of bind it, so you can hold the touchpad then use the gyroscope rather than just using the gyroscope. It has a built-in microphone, thumbsticks, buttons, and my favorite feature is the fucking back paddles, bro. That is such a good fucking feature for somebody like me, man. Like, if you want to play a game competitively, all you need is just like some thumbstick extenders, and you got back paddles already onto the console, man. Fucking awesome, bro.
You're laughing.
Yeah, you can hook this up to a monitor. They're planning on bringing a dock out for it. What else? You can hook it up to a monitor, and then you can use a Bluetooth controller to then play. So you don't even need a PC. You can just use this thing, which is insanity. What's the price points on this, Julian?
So the highest one, for what I see, for the 512 gigabyte version.
Are we talking
600?
AUD?
Yeah, I will be transferring. So $649 US, which makes about $877 Australian.
And that to 900.
That is fuck. I can't say that it's not worth it because it's gonna be fucking fun as shit, and I'd love to actually. I don't have a Switch.
Cheaper than what I thought.
Yeah,
I don't have a Switch, so basically, it would be nice to have this portable fucking console.
So we're talking it's
the other
stronger
thing
than the Switch and stronger than let's say past gen consoles.
But the other thing is a lot of like the games on Switch have equivalents on Steam. You look at Mario Party. There's Pummel Party.
Oh, is it really?
Mario Kart. It's not that bad. Mario Kart. I was looking the other day. There was an equivalent of that. I don't know how good it is, but there is an equivalent.
What's that game we played, Julian? You remember?
Anyway, Car Riders.
Car Riders. Yeah, go on, Jules. Cookie, sorry.
And then there's like Super Smash Brothers. You can just get on and fucking play Tekken or something.
Brawlhalla.
Yeah, okay, but there's also like Tekken's on there. I believe Injustice 2 is on Steam.
It's on Game Pass. Both those games are pretty sure on Game Pass.
Yeah, so there's alternatives of the big one. You got Legend of Zelda. You can get whatever Final Fantasy you want on Steam. So like,
I don't think Nintendo's going to be holding on to those exclusives for much longer though.
Yeah.
Only because of Xbox has always been PC and Xbox. PlayStation decided to move to the PC market because they want that cash, and that's completely fine. I'm keen to play Spider-Man and God of War on my PC.
Oh, bro, please bring Spider-Man. Please bring Spider-man to PC, bro.
Look, the thing is, like, why wouldn't they? You can buy a $900 console, which you can't actually get fucking anywhere, or you could just get the game on Steam, which you already have. Yeah. You already have a PC. Yeah. Most people already have PCs. So the fact that Nintendo would be the only major corporation to be holding on to exclusives that are not on PC. It'd be silly. It'd be so silly.
Stock.
I genuinely don't think we ever see Nintendo first parties coming to PC or other consoles, especially not.
I think this is. We're starting to see a bunch of revolutionary systems be put in place with the game market and consoles, like crossplay. They could have done that years and years ago.
Sure, yeah.
But they hold off on it because they didn't want to work together. They thought, fuck it, we're finally caving, we're working together. And now it's implemented everywhere.
Well, not everywhere, but it could be implemented more and better, but yeah.
But like, even Splitscape, an indie developer, sorry, I'll call it indie, but they have cross-platform. So like, every game after now should have cross-platform, and there's no argument to why they not have shouldn't.
Well, there is, because money, right? They don't want people on X, like say FIFA doesn't want people playing on Xbox and PlayStation together. You know, they want people to buy another console and buy another fucking copy of the game, bro.
But in that, I think a lot of say if I was a developer and I was getting told that by Xbox and PlayStation, they were like, "No, we're not going to put cross-platform into it." Would you not just go and be like, "Well, fuck you, then I'll go put it on Steam"?
Yeah, like if we're not talking about FIFA anymore, then yeah. I don't see why Xbox and PlayStation wouldn't want people to play crossplay, because that just means more.
No, this is like before the crossplay came to be.
Okay. Yeah,
but like with how that went from just it was PlayStation and Xbox for having the argument, and now everybody does it. I feel like this exclusive thing's going to be exactly the same. It's going to be a train. It's going to be running through every fucking corporation. I was like, yeah, we release our games on everything now. They'll have time exclusives. They're going to hold on to that. That is a new fucking thing. They're going to hold on to that for fucking 20 years maybe until they go, oh, I guess we won't do that anymore because you're fucking too angry at us. But I still feel like Nintendo will eventually release their exclusives on PC market, which I'm keen for. I would love to fucking play Zelda.
I think more they should release the party games. Like they should, like Smash should be on PC. Kart should be on PC. Party should be on PC.
That new golf one does look fun.
Golf should be on PC. Why not? This is money. They're losing money at this point.
They're losing money.
I know Nintendo likes people on their consoles and stuff, and yes, the Switch was absolutely revolutionary when it came out. But now we can see it's can be done better.
Was it though? It was essentially just a Wii U that
now
had
got
the sub parts
come on, bro. You can't lie. That thing is revolutionary, bro. Compared to the Wii U, like.
But like it's essentially just a Wii U where the sides can come off.
Yeah,
when you think about it.
Think about it. Like it's like.
I know.
World of online gaming. To have the Switch be so focused on sitting couch co-op and just crack a controller off, play around, like.
Yeah. And props to them for having the balls to do it.
Right? And have it like props to them for like
everything was going VR and then they're like, no, we're gonna be like you just can sit in your lounge room and play whatever the fuck game you want. You got kids that it's raining outside, they can have you can give them a little handheld thing to play.
Yeah, of course.
Did you mention VR?
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, I said there's a lot of stuff going towards VR.
Yeah, I know, and it's still fucking flopping hard.
Switch has their own little VR headset. It's part of the Labo set, but apparently it works pretty well for Breath of the Wild and Odyssey. So,
well, I've got maybe 10 minutes max. Right. There is 2 points on the notes that I would like to talk about.
Well, you lead us, go.
Speaking of the Stream Deck. Not Stream Deck, fucking Steam Deck, and the Switch, the OLED, the new Switch OLED coming out. Do you reckon they may change it before it comes out with all the backlash that they've caused?
Nah.
You don't think so?
How though? They've already built it. They've got a prototype and everything. They don't have time. And that's why I think that Nintendo's actually going to move towards actually releasing exclusives on PC because they need to do something now to get their fan base back.
Until what?
Their fans
October? The release date's not until October?
Alright, let's be real, dude. Skyward Sword's coming out, right? How old's Skyward Sword? What, 10, 15 years old?
10 years.
And I guarantee it'll be the best-selling game for the next 2 months. And it's a full price. It's a $60 title we're talking about for a remaster.
I wouldn't say the best game, but I'll definitely say the numbers will.
No. It'll be the best. It'll be the best-selling game. I guarantee you, for at least July and probably August, it'll be the best-selling game, bro.
On Switch or in general?
General.
It's not only coming out to the Switch, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but more like selling point, like just.
I'm just saying, dude. Nintendo.
I mean,
has
what
their
else is
fans and
coming
their
out
fans
in the
are
next 2
dedicated.
years, 2 months?
Yeah, there's not much.
But as you said, Cookie, the Switch OLED got released. It has a
It's
bigger.
not till October.
Yeah.
So there is time for them to be like, okay, cool, we'll up the processing power.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. I think they want to make it as easy to consumers since the Wii U flopped so hard. They want to make it easy to consumers. Like, I don't know if you played Pokemon on the DSs, but I bought whatever the newest Pokemon was at the time. I think it was New Sun and Moon or whatever. It wouldn't work on my old 3DS. I had to buy it wanted me to buy a new 3DS, so I ended up just taking the shit back because it didn't actually specify in the box that I had to get a new 3DS to play it.
Because the one thing I will say about Nintendo is they generally don't listen to the community very much.
Yeah, 100%.
No, they like to sue them whenever they fucking stream their content.
So, and like, there's a fuck ton of backlash on it. The fact that there were some people saying that like the normal Switch, like the one I got, not the Lite, just the normal one, struggles on certain games. I believe Legend of Zelda, it struggles a little bit on specific boss fights.
Yeah, on the TV, actually, you know what? Breath of the Wild probably played better handheld than it did on the TV. Weirdly enough.
Yeah. And then they're upping it to require more processing power if they're wanting it, like the audio input, but the OLED screen. To a degree, it will require more processing power to get like the proper.
I guess the only way to make sales is to downgrade the price, though. If they're not paying that much for,
I know you at like EB. Yeah. EB's got to do it like you trade in your old Switch and it's only like $300.
Bro,
so I think it's like
it's still gonna fucking rip you off though.
Yeah.
It's still like $650, $700 brand new, I believe.
If you have a Switch, right, I don't think there's a need to upgrade. If you don't have a Switch and you plan on playing it on the go, this is the model you want. Don't get the fucking Switch Mini, whatever, bro. If you want a Switch, you don't have one currently, this is the model you want to get.
Yeah.
It's got a massive kickstand. The kickstand on it is such a good thing, man. One of the worst things about the Switch is the kickstand, bro. And they got that massive kickstand on it now, which is so much better than the original Switch. That's the Switch OLED
540 screen. Amazon.
Fucking whatever, bro. I don't give a fuck about the OLED screen, but this kickstand is something I genuinely care about.
But Harvey Norman. Oh wait, no, I think that's the old one.
Yeah, it was I
can't tell. They all
whatever I said was Amazon. So
some of the funnest gaming.
The OLED's got the white.
Yeah, the white.
And then the rainbow sort of picture
I will
behind
say
it.
The white does
look nice
pretty cool.
It looks like it's gone around for $540 though.
The new Switch.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm saying
which
some
is
of the funnest gaming moments I've
150?
ever had is with Julian in my car, just smoking and fucking playing. What's the game? Brawl Out or something.
Yeah, that was good fun.
Sweet, that was heaps fun.
Just having that in the center console of the car and us each having a Joy-Con.
Yeah, it was so much fun, man.
But it's just like if a Steam Deck's coming out and the highest price is going to be is $900 Australian and this Switch is $540, what's the point?
Which is almost $150 more than the normal Switch.
It's like, what's the point? You're only getting the OLED.
And apparently it's only going to cost them $10 more to make per unit.
Really?
It's a disgusting...
There's an article saying that. I don't know how true it is, but that's... Anyway, last topic real quick, because I do have...
Yeah, Forbes said a Nintendo Switch OLED estimated to cost only $10 more per unit to make.
Alright, well, Switch sucks. Continue, Cookie.
The Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, this is why I left this one for you, bro.
So, the highest play count of 58,000 people, a lot of people are going to say, not that much. But that's just on Steam. So, it's also on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, which that wouldn't have been counted into those numbers. And then also, even on PC, there's also just a standalone launcher people play from. I know a lot of my friends do that play it. They don't actually get it off Steam. But that's actually a really high number. I think a lot of it comes down to Asmund Gold, who is a YouTuber that focuses predominantly on WoW, who came over for the first time and played it. He got absolutely smoked by stream snipers.
200,000 concurrent viewers, bro, is what I
Yeah.
see.
Huge.
How's
The
it
other
play?
thing is Final Fantasy 14.
Mm.
It plays really, really well. You'd be able to fucking easily play it on your rig, but it is subscription based.
Yeah, look, I don't care enough about the franchise. I probably will actually check it out.
Like the cool thing is, if you've played previous Final Fantasies, a lot of the old bosses
15
in
was
that.
the only one I checked out.
I don't know about. I don't think any of the 15 bosses are in it yet. But a lot of the bosses from the old Final Fantasies, you actually end up versing through Final Fantasy 14, which is pretty cool.
That is very.
But yeah, so Final Fantasy it definitely hasn't overtaken WoW player number wise, but the way it's going, it's on track to.
I heard it's so what I read was Final Fantasy is the most popular MMO, like eyes on was. Like WoW is obviously more popular people playing, but people are watching Final Fantasy 14, especially the update coming in, the expansion coming in November, right?
WoW still alive.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
What's
classic?
You gotta
the
go.
fact that
But
people...
explain why. Yeah, explain why WoW is like people aren't enjoying it.
I think a lot of it comes down to Blizzard doing the same thing. See, I'd never really got into WoW. Final Fantasy was kind of my first MMO, but I have gone back and since then played WoW, and a lot of the stuff they've done way back in like old expansions, they either shy away from and kind of don't go back. The story's fucking all over the place as well, till you hit the later expansions. But they shy away from. And then the stuff that they do bring back is the shit stuff that they do bring back. That's why everybody, once Classic dropped, everybody was like, fuck actual WoW, I'm going back to Classic. Because it put it back into a state where everybody enjoyed it.
Yeah, okay.
It's nothing new, though. They just
like the graphics
did what the original fucking game.
Yeah.
From what I heard. It was just the Star Islands or whatever it was.
Oh, they've like added the first 2 or 3 expansions into it by now. Like, I don't know if they're just putting everything into Classic. I really don't know. But
it's like if you played the game 20 years ago and did all this shit, why do it all again just for fucking better graphics?
Yeah,
you're not getting new content.
I don't even think you get better graphics. I think graphics are pretty much the same.
After 20 years?
Yeah, they've had a couple of engine updates, but the graphics are nowhere near the level of Final Fantasy. That's for damn sure.
It just doesn't like if they went, oh, here's Call of Duty Classic, and they went back to like literally like Call of Duty 1, I'd be like, yeah, so I'm not interested in this at all. And it's the old graphics and everything, and I'd be like, yeah, man, this is kind of stupid.
Yeah,
and I'm the biggest Call of Duty fan in the world.
Stupid.
Yeah, like it's I don't know. The way they're doing it, they're not going to get any new people. The only people that are still playing it are like the older people.
The cunts who are addicted, they can't actually get the fuck out of it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, like they're not going to have any of the younger kids coming through and playing it. Like it's just
no,
not
God,
no.
Is that the problem then? Seems like a problem.
That's part of it. That's part of it. I was saying Final Fantasy 14's the other big thing between Final Fantasy 14 and WoW is the community.
Yeah.
The community on Final Fantasy is so welcoming. It's so welcoming. Where WoW is the fucking opposite.
I imagine.
Holy fuck, it must be toxic in there.
I didn't realize how serious people took WoW until I watched the actual people who play WoW. They are fucking deadly serious.
Dude, ever since I watched Leroy Jenkins, I knew, holy fuck, these guys are fucking, this is all they do.
Yeah. Well, Final Fantasy is the same. A lot of the people that play Final Fantasy are addicted to it. But they are just... it's so open and welcoming. I mean, I'm only talking about the Oceanic community because that's all I really know. But like, it doesn't matter what, like walk of life you're from. Like, if you're part of the LGBTQI plus, I can't say I don't know the exact full of it. But if you're part of that community, there's like, guilds if you're a WoW person, free companies if you're a Final Fantasy person. that are just exclusively that. If you want that, like there's an Aussie FC that is just exclusively LGBT. There is communities for young, old. If you want to role play, there's role play FCs. There's fucking cosplay for this thing is massive.
I imagine, yeah, I can stuff
Like,
some Final Fantasy cosplay, but yeah.
And some of the cosplay is sick.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
They really
dude.
care.
Game design and world creation for Final Fantasy. I only played 15, and it was fucking
Well,
beautiful.
Jules, there's a free trial on Steam that you can get to level 60, which is the base game and then the first expansion. It's free on
For
Steam
FF14.
for Final Fantasy 14 if you want to give it a go.
Man, I'll check it out with someone else, but I couldn't actually load up the game by myself and give it a crack. I don't have that much love for the franchise. Like I said, the world
neither did
creation
I.
is beautiful.
Neither did I
And
until I
fucking
started playing Final
MMOs.
Fantasy 14.
I have a fucking distaste for MMOs. I like to stay away from them because I know if I actually enjoy it, there goes my life. It's gone.
Yeah, that definitely happens.
Yeah, so I've stayed away from MMOs for a long fucking time.
Yeah.
A long time. I've had a lot of chances to get into it, but it's like, nah, I'm not doing it. So many quests. So many things to complete.
But like it's if someone is looking for an MMO, Final Fantasy is the one to check out. 100%.
Like, what else is there though? Like,
you go WoW. Amazon's one goes into closed beta this week.
Are people expecting much from that?
Sure,
New
actually.
World,
New World, that's it.
Elder Scrolls Online is still pretty fucking huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they just had a new expansion come out.
I think
New
I saw
World,
a mate
the moment
playing Black
is
Desert
rated.
Online.
Yeah, BDO became free to play. It wasn't free to play to start with, but it's become free to play.
And Path of Exiles is another one I've seen go off, but I don't know if it's
not
coming
an
down.
MMO. Path of Exiles, it's more like Diablo. So
yeah, I thought it was some multiplayer or PvP aspects to it, but I guess that was what I was looking at. Was mostly just trading.
It's just dungeon crawler
because you had the hub where people congregated and then you could trade and do a bunch of shit with them.
New World currently rated 7.4 out of 10, but it hasn't even hit closed beta, so take it with a grain of salt. I think it's Amazon's first big game though, so it should be interesting. They had a game that released last year and it was actually pretty fun. What was it called? It was like a third-person battle arena.
Is it Crucible?
Yeah. Yes, Crucible.
Because that game went to the shit apparently.
Really? That's a shame because it was.
Of course they fucking threw it out. All of these companies that try and get into the market, just
when
to produce
it first
something
released, it was good
chuck
fun.
it out.
When it first released, it was good fun. I played it on release, and it was really good fun. But so it's actually a little bit of a shame that it's gone to shit. And then you've got Ashes of Creation is a Kickstarter. I think it was a Kickstarter MMO that's in. I think it's still in alpha development, but like you sign up to the Kickstarter and you can play the alpha. But I don't want to do that because then I'll fucking be sick of the game before I even play before it's even released.
Classic. I hate. That's the only bad thing about betas and alphas.
Yeah. But I am keeping an eye on Ash's creation, and it does look very, very good. Like you pick a starter class, and then you hit another level, and then you learn another class, and then they combine into a single like class that uses attributes from both classes in your fighting style.
Okay.
So like you can be a swordsman, and then at level whatever it is, you get magic, and then you're a magic swordsman. So it looks pretty cool. Besides that, there's not really many MMOs have been like a lot of people have tried making a good MMO over the years, and it's just not happened.
I would say it's probably the hardest.
Yeah, I'd say that
sort of genre to create.
Terra kind of kicked off, and then it went to the shit. Like Terra was big.
How does the game go to the shit? Is it because they just don't release new content and keep people interested, or is it mostly because they update
No,
it and then
a lot of
breaks
it's
the game?
normally that, and then the content that they add in is just bland. That's what happened. Terra, they did a really big update trying to like improve it, and it did the opposite, and it just made it shit. Plus, I think it only had like Korean servers or something, so everybody had to play on a Korean server. So,
Full of sweat.
like,
Yeah,
or
chill.
not that, but like if you're playing from like Europe or NA, it's like you're constantly 200, 250 ping. In South America, you'd be fucking almost 400 ping. Like complete opposite side of the world. You did have what was it? There was Rift was pretty big. I think, but it aged not gracefully either.
Like milk.
Yeah.
Fact is, like, a lot of these MMOs look so garbage.
God,
I fucking I hate the way that it looks, though. I just hate the way that it looks.
Maple Story, bro. Maple Story.
Hey, all right.
Yeah,
Ah, dude.
Maple Story 2 got canned.
Maple Story. Let's check this shit out.
It got released and it was out for
Come
about
on,
a month.
You're
Maple Story 1 wasn't an MMORPG though. It was like a level.
That was a side scroller.
Yeah.
And the graphics still look fucking garbage. Come on.
The second one was an MMORPG though. The second one was, but it got canned. But yeah, like, Star Wars Old Republic was good fun.
Right, Star Wars Galaxies. Shout out to Star Wars Galaxies.
So then I think there is a newer.
Yeah,
new
no,
Star
I
Wars
feel
MMO
like they're
being
going to
made.
try and get back into the MMO market.
There
With,
was
like, Old
talk-
Republic
There was
like
talk
that last
of
one,
a
wasn't it?
Lord of the Rings MMO being re-released. Like there is
Didn't
one,
they
but
already
it's
have
really,
one?
really old. Yeah,
Wasn't
it's really, really
Conquest?
old. Hey,
Wasn't Conquest Lord of the Rings?
That was like
No, it was
Battlefront,
just-
but like.
it was Lord of the Rings Online. Like that's what it's called.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Um,
pretty simply named.
It's very simple.
I've really
But
been getting
there's talk of a new one. Of the Lord of the Rings
2007
one
that
coming
was
out.
released.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, 2021.
Yeah. So that should be interesting to see how that one goes, and if it actually does come through, doesn't.
I know, you get to create your own Hobbit and they look like garbage.
Yeah.
Why are all
Yeah.
the graphics for these
I've
things
gotta
just
head
so
off.
poor?
All right, wait, Cookie, thank you for joining us, man.
Yeah, thanks,
I'll sub
Cookie.
out. I'll sub out, and Chansey can
Yeah,
sub
for
in.
sure. Anyway,
You.
Hey,
how do you want to be introduced, man?
Rowdy Randy Rhodes.
Randy Rhodes is here, bro.
No, we're
You know
tag
what?
team with this shit. We're
Oh,
tag team with this shit.
but
No,
yeah, welcome
for the
to
chat.
the podcast. This is the first time you've been on, eh?
This is true.
Interesting, man. So tell us more about you, man.
My name's Lung. We're playing what's it called in WWE when they got like the Tower of Power or some shit.
I have no idea, dude.
There's like 20 men. Like
I'm just saying, next WWE game comes out, we all got a cop, bro. Okay.
brothers, yeah, like it's like last man standing. It's like it's not the Royal Rumble.
Oh, Battle Royale. There's Battle Royale, Royal Rumble, like Money in the Bank or something. Like,
it was like,
Can you
it's like
please
50
just
followers
check out this
stack,
shit
like
for me?
the last one standing, like in the ring.
Just please check out that Lord of the Rings online and tell me that MMOs in 2021 still don't look like fucking
yeah,
garbage.
they look bad. That does not look good
But-
at all.
But look at back, like go back to 4 minutes 30 or something.
That's
I
where
can't,
it started.
can't remember. Around 5 minutes, he's hitting that Bonder boffin. And look, there's not even fucking like registering. It's just him whacking air and then a fucking damage marker goes above the head. I'm
Man,
so
they've got a lot
sick
to-
of that.
They got a lot to animate at one time, you know. Like it is.
Yeah, I
MMO,
know,
like-
but it's just
Like 1,000
so
people on the server.
boring looking.
Yeah, I know, but there's like 1,000 people on the server, bro.
Mm.
Imagine trying to fucking have the server run all those animations at the same time, bro. That's insane.
Unfortunately, just spamming 1, 2, 3, or 4 as well for your fucking perks as well. I hear you about MMOs. Their design is not comparable to a single player game, just because they have to account for multiple users at once. So it has to be simple.
They're
But
just
remember
like
Guild
This
Wars 2 or
still-
some shit.
This looks like WoW back in fucking 10 years ago. Like, how does it in 10 years still look garbage?
Lung, can you move your mic maybe a little closer to your mouth? Not too much, but
A little closer.
just a little bit, please. I want to hear that crispy
No,
voice.
that's all good, bro. You're right.
Crisp, mate. Very
How's
crisp.
that?
Yeah, beautiful, man. So,
That's
Lung,
epic.
Hello. Yes. Welcome. Thank you for the welcome.
I think we need
Apologies about that.
to. I think we need to get off of MMOs. We just talked about them for quite a while. So
Very true.
actually, perfect.
I was
time for you
fucking
to
a
come in, bro.
beef with them, mate.
Battlefield. Let's talk about Battlefield 42 for a bit, man. What has interested you as a Battlefield player the most about the new Battlefield?
Well, thank you for having me on the podcast. It's been long overdue, but I'm very very.
No,
very
100%.
no, I just haven't been
Welcome,
around, you know. I'm busy, but no, I appreciate being here. Just wanted to give my thanks and
Should have got him week fucking 1. His opinion is critical.
Week 1. What do you mean week 1?
Bro, this is the 7th podcast.
Yeah.
That's sick.
I think we fucking 1 failed, so we'll be 8.
2 failed. So.
Okay, so we'll be 9.
This is 7, bro. This is 7. 2 have failed, and I just kept the numbers going, bro. So somebody's gonna like scroll back.
Oh,
try to find
really?
3 and 4. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not gonna,
not there.
They exist. They exist, right? They're there. We did them, bro. Like I'm not gonna say, oh no, I didn't do the work, bro. I did the work. The notes
Yeah,
were
there's
written,
nothing
we
for you.
recorded the video,
Fine,
bro.
fuck
I made the video, bro. I fucking worked so hard on it, you know. Like so, fuck it. That's in existence now. So.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
So,
I hear you, my
what
brother.
interests you about Battlefield 4 2042 the most, man? I need to know, because why should I pick up this new Battlefield, bro? Battlefield 5 sucks, bro.
Well, hello. Yes, I'm Lung. I'm more of the Battlefield-centric fella, but
He plays games, though.
I play a bit of games here and there. Been gaming for a long time, since back in primary school days.
Yes,
Remember
sir.
Benny?
Ratchet
Yes, sir.
Clank, baby.
That's it. BF. Can I let me start it off a bit negative ways.
Yeah,
I honestly
sure.
reckon the game's probably
Oh my
going to
God, someone just drove an ATV to a helicopter.
be. Yeah, I actually think the game is going to be probably nigh unplayable at launch,
Yeah,
just
like
because of
Battlefield 4.
128 players at once. That might be a bit of a technical hurdle at the team at Dice.
Yeah,
but
it seems like they're trying to push their limits here.
yeah, precisely. I
We
just don't think
So are we talking 128 per team, or are we talking 128 altogether?
altogether. So that's like 64. That's 64 people each.
Which isn't huge. Like they were releasing 60v60 8 years ago as the norm.
Yeah, for the previous console generation, they'll just be having 64 console cap.
Oh, okay, yep.
I was thinking about this, like Battlefield, in terms of its development cycle, and its game design. It's probably always been, I guess, like I mean, I played Battlefield firstly on console, Battlefield Bad Company 2, and before that Battlefield 2 on PC. But I want to say, like, I think the optimization for console, or like, for example, if Battlefield was just made on PC, it would probably be a completely different game in terms of like just being bottlenecked by console players, if that makes sense.
I agree.
Because,
now I don't use my console primarily. I agree.
Yeah,
but
fuck those.
we are reaching a stage where we're
undermastered.
reaching parity between like consoles and PCs, and the lines are getting very blurred, like
They
they're
are, yeah.
indistinguishable almost.
Well, yeah, the PS4 and Xbox One was basically a PC.
Getting
Pretty
closer.
much.
These ones,
These
new ones are
And
very.
yeah,
close
now
to
it's just
PC.
going to get closer and closer, and it's just basically like, hey, we're like a cheaper PC.
Yeah.
That's right.
They're prefab. We're a prefab now. We're basically JB Hi-Fi.
Precisely.
So
Or
it's-
you know, you can get those fucking, what are they called? Like OEM, like you know, Dell Optiplex, like those pre-built sort of little machines, you know, similar to consoles, I suppose, as well. But the hardware is all, you know, generally AMD based architecture and silicon, so it's pretty cool. But RDNA 2 on the Xbox One X, but it should be an ample room enough to handle the new stuff. But for PC though, unfortunately, COD, the recent COD is kind of an exception to the rule, because there actually was in Modern Warfare there was actually an emphasis on not segregating the PC community, like having you know, PC friendly sort of, except in Pro League, you know, like with the
Well, Pro League's on
Wait,
PC now.
are you saying that Modern Warfare was PC friendly?
Yeah.
Well, more so than previous editions.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, not so much that
No,
it
I
locked
agree.
a bunch of PC users out of their fucking PCs and crashed an entire.
Not previously friendly, but like more so than previous iterations, like Black Ops 3. Like,
I agree, because like I've gone back to play some of the older CODs on PC, and you're right, they are not PC friendly, bro. They are not, like, no server browsers and shit. Like, where's the, like, you know what I mean? I know that
maybe
Modern
COD
Warfare
4,
doesn't have
COD
server.
2,
Yeah,
all that stuff. That was sick.
COD 4 has a
very
server
good.
browser. It's beautiful. I love
Fucking
COD
oath.
4.
Fucking oath. COD 4 is underrated. COD 2 is underrated too.
Yeah, you love COD 2.
I love COD 2. Remember the fucking I used to before I had a PC and I had a Mac. But BF 2046, in essence, I think it's going to be a hybrid between the movement mechanics, some of the gameplay mechanics like attrition in BF5.
Can't be that in love with it, mate. You forgot the year that it comes out. Jeez.
What's that?
It's 2042.
2046.
It's fine, bro.
It's just going to be.
I thought you were in love with this series.
I am. But, you know, like as a Battlefield fan for the past couple of years, it's been like being a Rabbitohs fan. It's just
oh Jesus!
I'm serious. Like that's
controversial take. We haven't talked about football here before, but hey, let's get into it.
Being a Rabbitohs fan, like, it's just heartache.
Disappointing.
It's just heartache. It is. So, you know, like my relationship with BF5 was
what has there been though? What are the games that released? They released 4 and then 5 and now 2042, or they have another game in between that?
So 4 was a buggy mess, right? To launch.
Launch.
1 was sad, bro. From what I played, 1.
One. That was the other one. Yeah, it was so fucking forgettable.
So forgettable.
Holy fuck.
Probably better than BF4's launch.
I forgot that shit come out.
It was better than BF4.
I played.
Yeah, 5. Look,
it was alright, but
I liked playing it when we had a go at it like a few months back. Yeah. But I did see how it was just so fucking repetitive. Mm-hmm. You just go into a game, it's like, sweet, I'm doing the exact same that I was doing the previous fucking game. And you just keep doing that over and over again. It's like, you can't play this for longer than 2 weeks? And then you get just sick of it. Unless you're churning it or grinding out some fucking, I don't know, not competitive, some costumes or some bullshit like that. I don't see any real reason to play it over and over.
No, not at all.
Oh my god, there's a little robot.
Lung, keep going, man.
Yeah, no, you're right. I was saying, my prediction for BF 2046 is essentially, they, in the marketing material, you can see they're really trying to hampering on a lot of the experiences that the community has felt with BF4.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in the community have been like, just...
Or even free.
Yeah,
and even free as well. You see that in the trailer. All those Battlefield moments they're trying to...
when he jumps out the plane, it's like,
Yeah, dude, I watched that streamer who apparently first did that, and he was just so happy.
Yeah, of course.
He was so happy watching that scene in the trailer. He fucking went off. He jumped in his chair and was just screaming, like, I'm actually keen to see this dude play 2042.
Yep.
Because if that's what they were able to do in 3, what are they able to do in 5? Oh, sorry, not 5, 2042.
This is like
what are the limitations? Obviously, like, it'd have to be more. They'd have to be able to do more crazy shit nowadays than they were beforehand.
It's going to be like a custom on the fly. There's something these things I'm not a fan of. There's like a custom on the fly, like gun modification thing that you can do. Like, say you're in an elevator, you're about to enter another different scenario. You can change your attachments on the guns on the fly, essentially, which is cool. But like,
sort of like a Crisis 2, 3 sort of setup.
Exactly, it's very similar with that D-pad sort of orientation. And also, they're going for, instead of you're just one random person like a GI, you're essentially playing like a person all the time, like an operator, like in COD Black Ops, which is specialist. Exactly. The grappling hook is going to be sick. There's going to be some really high skills.
I cannot wait to use that. That's the first I'm going to get. Yeah.
That's it. But say with that on the fly custom modification stuff, like you could easily like.
I would appreciate that though. I would like that you're saying. You're at the bottom of the elevator, or even if you're at the top, you have a ranged weapon. You have a ranged scope. You build your gun to be ranged, and you go into the elevator and switch it completely to close combat.
I can see the positives, Jules, but why is it negative, Lung?
Oh, just for me personally, it's only, I would say, I can imagine, I can imagine situations where I'm gonna be way too slow and I'll just get fucking shat on
Oh wait, so
doing it
you
midway
don't like
through.
it because it's gonna be poorly implemented, or?
No, I reckon it'll be implemented fine, but I just
Because you feel like you won't be so fluid with it.
no, just like I can envisage situations where like higher skill players will just get the drop on me because I'm still fucking around my gun, midway through a fight, which is cool. Like it's fine, but
That's just something you'll have to learn.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I gotta be safe before I
Yeah,
fuck with my gun.
precisely.
And I
But
feel
you never
like,
know.
initially you'll be like, fuck, you'd be so slow with it, changing the attachments. But then after a month of playing it, you just go into it, bang, 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 and then switch all like that. You just have it in habit.
Yeah, totally. Can you imagine doing it in COD?
Oh, bro.
No, I'd
see,
fucking,
no, don't give me
no,
that
no,
power in
happen.
COD,
Don't.
bro. Okay, shit, don't give me that
No,
power in
COD's
COD.
fucking toxic enough.
Yeah, bro. The fact that I can change my guns like the back in the day, right? It was like if you're playing search and like
Yeah.
somebody got a UAV, you couldn't change your class in time, right? But like if somebody pops a UAV before the first 15 or 10 seconds of the game, like I say go up, I'm like, all right, quick. I go into my class settings, I change it to Ghost, and then I keep playing the game.
Yeah, totally. That's kind of where
if you have that on the fly, not as you're dying, it resets. That would be fucking livid.
Yeah, as long as you can't change your weapons. Imagine if you go you just been sniping, right? You got a bunch of snipes, you hit the elevator. We're in the elevator situation again. You're like, oh, there's a bunch of people on this level. I'm just gonna fucking throw my sniper away and get a submachine gun out. Like that seems too OP.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, that'd be disgusting.
I feel with some if they are trying to go the modern weapon, obviously they are going. It's good because there's going to be modern weapon systems that are currently employed AR-15s, etc.
Because the thing about Battlefield 5 that feels like there's no customization is there's no weapon attachments and shit.
No, there's only fucking perks and shit.
Yep. It's just not that big of a tree. Like I'm not constantly oh man, when I get this gun to level 30, I'm gonna have this new sniper rifle scope, and I'm real excited to use that.
Exactly.
No, you just use the default fucking sniper scope.
Yeah.
That's right. And Battlefield 4 had a way better weapon customization system. But because of the setting, it gives them enough. It's not too futuristic, say Battlefield 21, 46, 42, where they were just using all futuristic weapons, etc. But because it's only say 2 decades away, there's an element where they can use current existing modern weapon systems, but also have an element of creativity. So you probably will see similar things like AKs. However, the way that modern military systems generally work and operate is for example, you can have for example a Scar H, you can have a DMR variant, an LMG variant, and also a close quarters variant, all on one weapon system. Same likewise of an AR. So I envisage that potentially, say I've got a Scar, I'm going up I've just had it in a long range, with long barrel, etc., and different rounds. Midway through, I could potentially cut the stock off and essentially turn it into an SMG. You know what I mean?
Okay, so there is moments where you could change your weapon entirely to meet the situation.
Pretty much, exactly, because the weapons are that modern military weapons are that modular these days. You know?
Yeah.
That's exciting and scary at the same time.
Exciting and scary at the same time.
That feels like a lot.
I'm not. It's still a positive thing,
yeah. But do you reckon they've had enough development time now after Battlefield 5 to be able to balance that?
I mean, if they're adding a new innovation, they'd have to.
They'd have to, right? Because Battlefield 5 came out in 18?
Yeah, 20. I can't even remember, man. 20.
I'm trying to think, because usually I can tell by whatever COD came out the year of Battlefield 5.
The year of that, yeah.
What? Nah, not Modern Warfare, so it must have been
4th of September 2018.
Yeah, it must have been Black Ops 4.
It's just game development cycles that, in my opinion, these days are just way too quick. Historically, Battlefield DICE had 3 studios, DICE LA, DICE Sweden, and another one. But now EA is with these conglomerations of Motive and Respawn and a couple other different fellas.
Yep.
I think it's going to cause more issues than it will actually provide them with a benefit. Because me dealing with other consultation. Oh, fucking I can't think what. Me dealing with other consultants is fucking painful. If I'm not doing a face-to-face conversation with the people in my own department, having to work with people who aren't actually in your own office and are probably like half away across the world, which are in some of these cases, I can't see that as being a super productive communication between them two.
No.
So it's going to cause issues. But beforehand, it was just all in one company.
COVID too, like they'd have to do that.
Oh, fuck yeah. COVID was just... I think that's why a lot of games have bungled completely. Because, like, having to talk to each person in your office, in your own home, fuck, it'd be hard.
Totally. I mean, like, with DICE, remember Battlefield Hardline?
Oh, I love Battlefield Hardline, so you're probably about to shit on it, but go.
No, not at all. I was saying, like, that was made by DICE LA, and what they did before, they'd only made the DLC for Battlefield 4, I'm pretty sure. And they had a couple of developers from Battlefield 2 in there too as well.
True.
But, like, I don't know if that studio is still around anymore. But essentially that's what I mean. Like DICE had the ability to pump out a Battlefield every year because it had a multitude of different studios. However, this time, halfway through Battlefield 5's, online ongoing live game support fucking system, whatever they called it.
Yep.
Ongoing live subscription, or like the game will grow through time. A lot of the developers at DICE in Stockholm were actually sent to work on Battlefield 2046. So I don't know. Could be, but hence Battlefield.
Sorry, I'm gonna jump in. Do you think the lead developer on the new Battlefield, I believe, is a ex Call of Duty developer? Do you think that could help the game or harm the game?
I think that's tricky because there's some people in the community who will be like that Battlefield needs to retain its identity, and to be fair, its identity, Battlefield's identity has always been largely that based on it juxtaposed to COD.
Unfortunately,
but that's what the trailer seems to be keeping now.
Historically, like it's
the trailer and gameplay seems to be keeping the Battlefield theme. But if they have a Call of Duty executive, I imagine he's mostly not, because the trailer shows that it's keeping with the theme. They're probably mostly working on gunplay.
So it's funny, they had this Call of Duty used to have this trailer up. It was called Friends Against Grenade Spam, and they had some baseball pitcher talk about it, and like to market Modern Warfare 2, they had this campaign called, sorry for my terminology right now, but there was Friends Against Grenade Spam, which spells fags. Yeah, they had to take that down, and then Bad Company 2 had a trailer come out that mocked that trailer, and then they called it Friends Really Against Grenade Spam, frags, which is a way cleverer thing. So just trying to highlight how this Call of Duty Battlefield rivalry probably was self-started by those two. Like, if they'd have just left each other alone, they might have been able to like separate in the market. But I feel like every time both the games are coming out, they both get highlighted to look like, because let's be real, Battlefield and Call of Duty, completely different games.
Completely different
games. And like, another real fact, I reckon, Battle if in terms of juxtaposing itself to COD, Battlefield lost. Like MW2 like probably sold more and MW3 like sold way more units than any Battlefield.
But you can see how Battlefield lost because of COD Modern Warfare's whole take of, hey, we're like COD, but we got a Battlefield essence in it. I can't remember what the fucking what was it called?
Was that the reason that made you come across Lung? Was that the reason, like Call of Duty having a Battlefield feel?
What was that mode though called?
Ground War.
Ground War. Which sucked. It still sucked, and it needs a lot of work. But I imagine that the next iteration of Modern Warfare will have
I love Ground War
a complete Battlefield essence.
In World at War, Ground War is like my favorite mode in World War.
Oh yeah, but we're not talking 12v12. We're talking fucking 32v32. You know.
Oh yeah, was Ground War in was it 12v12?
Well, you answered my question.
Yeah, true. Because it felt like it was like I mean, I guess the maps back then.
Also bots. Were there bots as well that made it feel bigger?
In Modern Warfare?
No.
Okay.
In World at War.
No, there was no bots in Call of Duty multiplayer.
Here's the thing, like, I guess historically, like, I love again, like, I've never been like a straight Battlefield player. Like, I played World at War. I played played
games, bro. You play games.
I play games, man. I play games. And COD was always initially COD was like a World War II thing, you know.
Yeah.
Big
Like
Red
you
One.
said, they're completely different games, so you
but they're
could
completely
enjoy
different games.
both. It's not like you had to substitute one for the other. They
That's
both
it. But if you
provided
play
their own essence.
Battlefield 5, like you can clearly see the influence of it trying to be like COD.
It's probably why they fucked up. Because COD retained with Modern Warfare, they retained their COD
essence, but with a little bit of
and then they added the Battlefield flair.
Oh,
Battlefield 5 was just a one mode. So obviously it's gonna keep the variety.
Modern Warfare could have done better with the vehicle combat, to be real. Let's be real. Like
In Ground War, dude, it needs a lot of work. But the thing is, if they keep working on it, why would you buy a Battlefield game when COD has both?
Yeah, but you could say the same thing about Battlefield.
And they work. Yeah, but Battlefield doesn't
let's
have
be real.
both.
All right, so Battlefield has the vehicle combat and just general realism, where Call of Duty has that gameplay that just is like. Let's be real. People talk shit about COD all day, but the gunplay in Call of Duty is far superior to any other shooter on the market.
Totally.
It's just so replayable, and you know you're gonna get every time, bro. And they've nailed the gunplay. Gun versus gun is nailed, but when it comes to vehicles, they need a lot of work, bro. The engine clearly couldn't handle it. And the fact that you would drive a tank with
it costs
ridiculous.
It costs like what 5 rocket launches to kill it. So if you're just fighting a solo, there's no real way that you did it. You had to be in a team. But like Call of Duty's a toxic community, so how the fuck are you gonna find a good team? If you're playing by yourself.
Yeah.
Where we call this the armored infantry vehicle.
Yeah.
And we won this. We brought it to the point.
Yeah, dude.
You remember that game?
Bro? Yeah, on Arklov Peak, right?
Yeah, bro.
This guy's like, yo, hold up, bro. Spawns in a whole tank, and we're all sitting on the tank to the bomb site. That was hilarious. That was such a tense game up until the last fucking round. That guy was insane.
Oh fuck.
We all just, I was standing on the tank. I got 3 kills by standing on top of the tank. It was fucking funny as.
And that was the match point, eh?
That was it. That was match point. He's, I got this, boys. Because he's like, oh, I got a 10 kill streak. I was like, oh, sick. So he must have the little tank, and then he spawns in the fucking massive tank, bro.
It's so fucking bugged, Jesus.
Yeah. But that's exactly what we're talking about here, man. That tank is OP, even in ground war, man. That tank
That's
is.
What I mean, the tank's OP. Like it's fucking not.
There needs some balance, like because you can shoot rockets at it, but good luck, man. The tank will drop you before you even have the opportunity to get there. Anyway,
yeah, even on 2042 though.
Overall,
just one more thing.
Oh, one more thing.
No, overall, not yet.
Oh, sorry.
What do you feel about maps, Barry? Because obviously Penguins has been confirmed in the ice map, and that's what I'm super fucking excited about. But what do you feel about map design?
Penguins.
Apparently, man. Apparently, there's Penguins confirmed.
Oh well, let's be real. Can I just jump in here? In 2042, there won't be any penguins because of global warming. But now, go Lung.
Well, apparently they're confirmed, man. It was in the gameplay trailer.
Probably there'll be like a new trade route through the Arctic Circle because it'll all be fucking melted, and big oil fields up there too.
Damn.
I'm actually really keen for that map though. Like, it's not a snow map; it's an ice map. I don't think I've played an ice map before.
Icebreaker Black Ops 4. Go.
Yeah. Go fucking that's mad. Yeah.
It's a Frostbite engine, you know. Why can't they fucking have more ice maps?
Fucking hell, Jesus Christ.
Oh no! Why did I laugh at that?
I don't know, man.
That was good though. That was good. Do you know what was actually fun though? Firestorm. I wish Cookie was here because he could attest to.
Oh, dude, fucking Outbreak is disgusting.
I've played one game of Firestorm and I won.
Yeah, I think so.
I played one game in the battle. You know what was actually good? Talking about battle royales, bro. The Fallout. But please tell me more about Operation Firestorm.
Oh, bro, I only played like 3 out of 2 games, but I won 2 of them.
Yeah, it was sick.
But you know what? How we won one of them was with the tank, with the Panzer IV, just wrecked on these fellas.
All right, well, we'll get back to maps, but what would you expect? Because let's be real, Battlefield's going to bring out a battle royale. Not straight away, but I guarantee that's in the plans.
Is it though?
I guarantee.
Battle
Are
royales
you kidding me? Battle royales are here to stay.
I heard that they said that there's no battle royale
Right now,
this
yeah,
time.
but like
Yeah.
Firestorm didn't come out till halfway through fucking Battlefield 5's life cycle. So what
That's it.
would you like to see in a battle royale for Battlefield?
I want it to be free to play, and I'd also want it to be cross-play. Otherwise, it's
Oh, that would actually be a huge competitor against Warzone.
Yeah,
Which I feel like they need. Then
Sure.
I think Warzone's taken the market by storm,
Well,
and
the fact is,
they're eventually going to stop
I'm going to jump in because
trying.
Warzone's problem right now is lack of content, right? And also
I mean,
the
hackers.
fact that the hackers, bro, they're just way too dominant.
Disgusting. I don't know how the anti-cheat for a game that
There is no
profitable
anti-cheat. There is
isn't.
no fucking anti-cheat.
Yeah, but like how? Oh, why not? Like, fuck, how hard is it?
Both great questions. Both questions that only Bobby Kotick, who just got 150.
Oh, dude, yeah, and I guess that's the issue. He doesn't fucking prioritize
He can
it.
answer them, bro. But he just got a bonus, so why the fuck does he care? So Lung.
Yeah, I guess there's
let's
no
back to the
actual
point.
workers to fucking work on it because he laid off half the
all the fucking
stuff.
stuff.
Jesus, that's so.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
sad.
Go listen to some old podcasts, bro. We roast Bobby Kotick on here regularly.
Is he at Raven or what? Is he
he's
just
the head honcho at Activision. He's the
Activision,
CEO.
Yeah, fuck Activision.
Yeah, fuck,
fuck yeah, obviously.
I love Call of Duty. I love Tony Hawk. Fuck Activision.
Bro. Scooby. What about remember Scooby Doo? The Scooby Doo game.
I remember one was like a side-scroll detective game, but
are you talking about like the 3D one?
Yeah, the 3D one.
I fucking love that shit, man.
I want to see if that shit's on Steam right now. I'm fucking. That was a good game, man. Fucking.
There's so many Scooby Doo games. Holy fuck, I don't know which one it was. Oh, I played Cyber Chase.
True. But anyway, what made me come across it? Well, here's the thing. Like, what made me bring across to the COD? See, I'd been off COD since probably after and this is going to be controversial. Infinite, Advanced. I know they're great games, brother. I believe you.
What Infinite?
But that era of COD, when after MW3, I didn't play COD at all.
Yeah, fair.
Black Ops 3, I didn't play Black Ops 3. I just didn't have any proximity to it.
Yeah, look, I'd actually be the exact same. I didn't touch Black Ops 2. I think I played the campaign for free, didn't give multiplayer a go. But ever since then, between Ghost and Ghost
was probably my last one. Ghost was the last one I played. But
I didn't buy it, but definitely I played someone else's version. I went, oh yeah, it's just as fun, I guess.
Too as well, yeah.
Look, there's people in this story that I really don't give a fuck about.
That's right. The setting was gammon. The like it was pretty much like that movie Red Dawn or some shit. But like playing as the dog, that was great. The Doge, that was sick. That was execution.
And the fish moves.
That's why Call of Duty exceeds those little missions where you use the one piece of technology they need you to use for the mission and they drop it.
That's it. Like in that Gear Lit Up.
Yep.
You know, that was a great mission, bro.
Yeah, but that's like dude, let's be real. That's out of missions generally in just games, that's one of the best missions of all time.
I know.
The scene they set is so tense the whole time, man. Like, especially like how quiet it is to how the end mission finishes, man. It is night and day.
I'll be back. It's good time to
Yeah, you're right. So long.
Coming back to like what made me come back to COD, really. Modern Warfare 2. I mean, Modern Warfare was the one that brought me back, but it was like Battlefield was just trash. Like the Battlefield 5, like I didn't feel like I was betraying it. Like I'd stuck out Battlefield 5. Like I played it non-stop for the first 6 months, but I all through all the travesties, all the development bullshit, all the
news and shit, right?
I didn't really care about that stuff. Like that's all good, but all the that's it. All the neckbeards and stuff, like trying to be all like fucking butthurt or whatever. That didn't mind. The thing that's it. The thing that fucking, and even with the launch, like the trailer and all that, the thing that broke my neck, thing that broke my back was during that Christmas when they brought in the Time to Kill patch. I was just like, nah, that was it.
Explain.
Like I was. So the kind of yarn across the community is that over the Christmas break they did like a TTK change. The TTK before this happened was that it was so good. It was so good, so fucking just oof. They got it right.
How?
And then they just
how was it right? How was it right, quote unquote?
Before?
Yeah.
It was just like certain guns were just, I don't know, to quote MW2, where everything is just fucking
insanity. Yeah.
Insanity. It wasn't so much like that. Like just guns felt solid. They felt satisfying. They felt good. Like it was hard but fair.
Look,
You know, like
so
it wasn't.
this is interesting to me because when I played Battlefield 5, because I borrowed Julian's copy
Yeah.
when it first came out, like probably a
Mhm.
week or two after, it felt nice, man. Coming back to it now though, feels like a different game. Like the guns
Different
just don't
game,
hit,
exactly.
bro, right? But continue,
That's it.
please.
No, I agree with you entirely. The state of, and they have never replicated the state of that TTK, what it was like before. So the controversy there was over Christmas. They put the game on sale. The yarn, allegedly the yarn is that this is what people in the community say, essentially to make it friendlier to noobs or new players. When putting the game on sale or on Origin Access, if they lower the TTK, if they nerf the fuck out of lots of guns, to make it more friendly. And it just like I had enough. I'd had it up to here, like all the the bugs that made the game not necessarily unplayable, but just like irritating at times. Like can't join, and I'm still beset with bugs. Like I still can't
no,
join
the amount of
people.
times that I've played with you guys and I haven't been able to get into parties and stuff.
Yeah, precisely. I'd stuck it out all that, probably like a good year, like a good 9 months of playing the game constantly, every day, like grinding it, like as the main game or whatever, like, and then when that TTK happened, I just was like, no, that's it, fuck that, I'm done. Like,
Do you reckon that is there like actual tangible stuff to say that Battlefield 5 did reduce reduce the TTK to cater to new players? Or is it just like a
I'm not too
rumor?
sure. That was
But it
more like
just seems,
speculation across the community.
fair enough. But it just
You know,
seems like that's the reason they did it, right?
and this is fucked as well. Is the community like had massive uproar? We're like, fuck no, what the fuck? The fuck did you just do?
Yeah.
What? Like you could go on Battlefield Reddit, like it was hilarious. It was fucked.
Yeah.
The community begged DICE to fucking return it back to the previous id. They did. Eventually they did, and they said they'd never do it again. Or they said they'd never do it. Actually, no. So something like before they reduced the TTK, they said like, "Oh no, we're not gonna do it." Next minute, they did it. Like I don't know, just so much scandal and so much drama of DICE promising these things and never delivering. So, like I said, the heartbreak element before, or the heartache, sort of yarn before in terms of being a Battlefield player. They after the community had that much uproar. There's already massive amounts of uproar before and like massive amounts of travesty that occurred beforehand. That was kind of like embarrassing. Like my mind's probably deleted all those memories.
Yep.
But all of those like, instances that are just too much to actually attempt to unpack in one time. One day we should sit down and look at the timeline. It would be pretty cool.
Yep.
But
I'm just reading up on TTK.
They changed it back, but then they changed it again.
Okay, true.
They changed it again, and then it was like, what the fuck? And then they changed it back to where it is now, or which where is that kind of now? The TTK is kind of like what it was before, but it's never going to be the same.
Why change it at all?
Well, the yarn is that they were doing it to cater to new players, to make it a bit more friendlier. Over the December break, because they were like, holidays are on, Christmas sale. That was kind of the speculation across different yarns that I'd heard, like Jack Fags, Luton, etc. People across the community. And it really broke my back. So Modern Warfare had been out for like a couple months. I was late. A lot of friends of mine had already been playing it. Good friend of mine, Tasty, actually I think he just bought it for me actually. So I was like, fuck. And he got it for me, bro. I was like, damn.
I hate playing games. Fuck.
No, I love playing games. I was just like, Jesus, I'm so blessed, like fucking hell. But yeah, and it didn't really feel like betrayal. It felt like, yeah, I'm coming back to COD. Like, it didn't really feel like betrayal or anything like that. It felt more like, this is not necessarily the flavor of the month. This is, Battlefield is kaput right now. Like, I'm gonna go elsewhere. Like with my partner.
Huge thing to change though.
Yeah,
is it though? Is it really though?
Yeah, because like.
No, he's talking about the TTK.
Oh, the TTK. Oh yeah, shit, yeah. It fucking shit me because I'm used to this gun where I'd put 4 bullets into a fella,
Yeah.
but sometimes it might be that extra bullet, and I'd already be dead. You know,
Dude, it would piss me off if like I played League mainly in Call of Duty, and then my gun that I use all the time just suddenly started taking
Just
more bullets to
changed.
kill.
Just changed completely.
Precisely. It's exactly that. It's exactly that. It's 110 exactly. It's exactly that, brother.
That's poor.
I want to get. I know we've talked about Battlefield for a while now, but I just want to get your overview of what things need to be in the game for it to be successful, and then we'll move on. Cookies.
Yeah, no, that's all good. Perfect. Is as I think to be successful, I feel where the gaming community right now it is Battlefield needs to be like to be successful. It needs to rival Warzone. It needs to take on COD. It needs to be. It needs to be attractive to those types of players. You know, who would
like as a person that is that, it is very attractive to me.
The trailer does that.
100%, because it gives me flashbacks of 3, which is to me the one. You know what I mean? That's 3 is the one for me.
Agreed.
If 3 had
for a dude who didn't even play it, I feel like 3 was the one that I really missed out on.
Yeah, that was the one you did definitely miss out on. 4 was like, yeah, but 3 was the one, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, 3 was just tasty, and there's some things in 3 that I really love, like the faction lockdowns.
Because I never played the Battlefield until the Battlefield 3 beta, and that's what changed the tides. Because I just played COD all the time, and as soon as I played that beta, I realized that there's actually other games that exist that are good.
And it wasn't just you. There's a huge player base of people who came from multiple different games who just fell in love with this franchise. And with how Modern Warfare was a spiritual success of Modern Warfare 2, which was what everybody loved in COD. From the Infinity Ward side.
I'd never seen the community that active since... look, Advanced Warfare was the last time I think the people actually stuck around to play it. Or maybe even Black Ops 3. I think they would say Black Ops 3. That would be the last one that was that active. But
if Battlefield's
that was like Modern Warfare 2 status, bro.
If Battlefield's trying to copy the exact same technique that Infinity Ward have done with Modern Warfare, then it would make sense for them just to copy 3 and then innovate it and modernize it. And people will be happy.
Yeah, what other features do you think the new Battlefield needs to be successful?
I say that because the Battlefield community, like there's this old vanguard of people who played Battlefield since Battlefield 2 and Battlefield 1942, 1943. You know, and that's where that's where I guess those and I can speak from that perspective too, as I'm just trying to be objective here. I think in order for Battlefield to survive, it does need to be inclusive. It needs to be inclusive to that those people who play Apex, those people who play Warzone, there's people who play Fortnite. You know, that's just the nature of the industry right now. Because you know, it might be the flavor of the month, but in order for it to retain the flavor of the month, it needs to have consistency. And as Julian said earlier, like that, it needs to have engaging content that's replayable and not, you know, it doesn't get stale, say after 2 weeks. So from a literal sense, I think DICE is, and that's probably like there's probably some from the board of directors at EA. I'm sure they're very much trying to push it in that direction. But that's just what I think it needs to be. Like, I think that's different to like an idealized. That's different to say my idealized version of a Battlefield game. You know what I mean?
There's no reason why it shouldn't be repetitive, though.
You need this for it to be successful, yeah. Because I feel like
I think that's what it needs to be successful.
To me, right now, is at a point where Infinite Warfare, like it's at the Infinite Warfare point, where the COD fan base is really starting to get tired of them not listening.
Yeah.
Then because like obviously Battlefield doesn't have the opportunity like COD to come out every year. They're gonna have a couple, like COD had the couple, what wasn't flop titles, but the titles that were very mid, like World War II and Black Ops 4. Mind you, I love Black Ops 4, but like if
they didn't have the player base.
COD fan, it just didn't have the player base. It's like Cold War right now, so that's what we're seeing with Cold War again right now.
People off it.
But yeah, I think Battlefield 42 is going to be the Modern Warfare of Battlefields. Like it's going to bring everyone back.
I feel like they're going to have the exact same technique.
I think it's going to be something along those lines.
And they're not limited by the setting. Obviously, with Battlefield 5, it was back in World War One.
Yeah.
World War Two.
So,
but Battlefield 1.
So they're very limited by the tech and how much people can have fun. I've seen in this game that someone had like a little mini robot and it was spraying some thermite at a tank and slowly taking it out. And it's like even just that one aspect would be fun for about 4 hours? I could play literally only as that robot for 4 fucking hours straight. I know I can.
Battlefield 5 has its moments, right? With the Panzer, is the Panzerfaust? No, the one that shoots up in the sky.
The Fliegerfaust.
Dude, bro, that thing is so much fun and so satisfying to get a kill with, man. It's unlike anything else in the game, bro.
Yep.
It's just little tidbits here and there.
Which brings so much variety to the gameplay.
Yeah.
So I'm keen. I'm really keen.
The follows like in Battlefield 1, there was like anti-A, like you could have these anti-tank launchers sort of thing that were like basically massive cannons in Battlefield 1. But as you're saying, for the limitations of the setting, they had to be a bit creative. But they made like an anti-air variant. It was also pretty whack, so it was only just good for shooting planes down, essentially.
Okay.
But a lot of like the guns in Battlefield 5, a lot of them were experimental. A lot of them are actually like hypothetical. Some of them never actually left production, or there are only a few prototypes made. But I feel dismayed with Battlefield 5 because like they could have like. There's some good World War II shooters out there, and they're classics for a reason. But like Battlefield 5 just didn't do World War II well at all, in my opinion.
Yep.
Like it's just not a good World War II game.
I feel like it's a bit harder though. Because the setting, you're limited. You're limited by the setting.
Is such a good setting, bro.
It is.
Because you have so much creativity and innovation which you can
totally. But they could have.
Battlefield
could have done those key idyllic iconographical sort of moments that people like who are familiar with the setting, like Operation Overlord, D-Day, etc.
It's not like it's their first World War II shooter, right?
It's not.
Nah.
Like they could have just done the classic hits. They should have just done the fucking classic hits, as opposed to trying to tell the more obscure stories of World War II, which is literally what they're trying to do, which is good. But just give us the fucking hits. Like we didn't even get the Americans and Germans in with new maps. Like we did, but they weren't. It wasn't in those sort of when people think of World War II, they think of D-Day, they think of the Western Front, etc. And we didn't get the Russians. Like,
Normandy.
It's so sad. Like it's so disappointing. It was a really disappointing game because it just didn't do World War II justice, in my opinion, 100%, at all. Yeah. But moving forward, I think
we're all excited here for Battlefield 42.
I'm excited.
I feel like they're gonna fix that shit. I believe they will fix that shit.
Barry, about the
you gotta be vigilant. You gotta be slightly like cynical, I guess.
Yeah,
slightly.
Of course, because you've got to look at everything.
Not cynical,
it was like Cyberpunk did that
dude,
for us.
We talk about fucking Cyberpunk every episode, bro. Fuck me.
Dude, I'm subscribed to the Reddit, and these people in the community like to do these highlights, like have this sort of trailer, and it goes 0 DLC unlocked in 2021. Zero bullets have been shot out of cars. And I'm like, holy fuck. People track this and they're making fun of him.
No, they're not tracking it. So what happened was there was a bunch of things that Cyberpunk put out with people doing stuff in the game.
It's not hard to track 0.
No, they didn't. But people have shot bullets out of windows before. But that's the meme that they just say 0 because no one fucking plays it anymore. Because it's dead now.
Apparently, there's a huge community. With the most recent post that said, "We still believe it was the end of it." There is still a huge community that still believes and still plays the game, and they're waiting. And oh, dude, I don't even think it's relaunched on PlayStation yet. I think it's still.
Yeah, it's just
has it
relaunched on PlayStation?
Oh, jeez.
So
I know the PlayStation had a bit of a spite against them, but fuck, how long has it been?
Fuck Cyberpunk and Battlefield 2042. We have high hopes for, but we're not expecting much.
Exactly. Like yeah. But I'm not going to be surprised if it's a sketchy launch. Like that's
the only reason I will be super happy with getting it is if it comes out on EA Play Pro.
Yeah,
it will, bro. You'll probably get like 2. You'll get like 2 months, probably a month head start on everyone.
I'm gonna have to fucking contact EA as well because they're charging me double. I don't know what's happened. I thought it was with your account, but there's something going on there. So I'm hopefully getting some months credit. Filthy bastards.
That's fucked, bro.
Anyway, now
Mate,
since
hit
we're
him
on
up.
the topic of EA, right? Okay. Did you hear about the Apex hacks recently, Barry?
Nah, bros.
So Apex recently, we talked about it last episode, got hacked by the Titan, somebody who's trying to save Titanfall 1, right?
Yeah.
He stopped pretty much. He couldn't search for a match, and the thing where it says like duos, trios, and shit down the bottom of the battle royale, it said Titanfall pretty much said Titanfall 1 is hacked, is being hacked, destroyed by a hacker, and Apex is next, pretty much.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so there's a problem apparently with Respawn's cloud servers, bro. I'll send you some links later, but
Like an 18-minute video, but it's pretty
has a
good.
vendetta with Titanfall 1, and they've completely shut the whole game down, bro. So what they do is they filled all the servers with bots, so no one can play Titanfall 1.
What the frack?
Yeah,
And apparently he just started doing it with Titanfall 2.
Yeah,
and
so
was this, like 3 years?
Apparently,
He's been doing it with Titanfall 1?
He's been doing this for Titanfall 1 for 2 years. And Titanfall 2 is now starting to have issues where streamers, every time they get into a match, that the whole server will completely lag out. Like automatically, bro. The guys, the people, all these streamers and players are on a blacklist. And as soon as they start playing the game, bro, the whole server they're in just crashes, bro.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So this hacker is pretty fucking powerful. Yeah. I don't know how he could get this fucking powerful.
Well, I know exactly how, because
internal ties.
Apparently it's come out recently that Titanfall only has 1 to 2 developers working on helping it right now. And for Titanfall is one of the most, like I was saying before, how COD's gunplay is the best of all time. Titanfall is the best of all worlds, man. It is a close second.
Yep.
With the absolute best movement I've ever played in a video game ever, bro.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, it's fluid. It's definitely fluid. I can't even fucking wall run up in Apex as nice as I could in Titanfall.
Right? It's just they're just leaving this great title in the dust, man. Like, why isn't this a free-to-play title that everyone can download right now?
The fact that they're still charging people is the most disgusting thing.
They're still charging people for time.
They should have taken it off the market.
They can't even play the game, bro.
Like, after a year of being hacked, they should have taken it off the market and say, look, we can't do anything. We're not going to charge you for this game. It's just dead. We're sad to see it, but literally we are incapable of fixing this. Which they are incapable of fixing it.
There should be something on the product saying you cannot play this game regardless if you buy it or not.
Yes.
100%.
100%.
But yeah, that's what's been happening on the Respawn side of stuff. We've actually recently just got back into Apex. The new arena mode is quite fun.
How is it?
Very
Cookie said he preferred Battle Royale, but I think that's just Cookie.
What?
Yeah, that's what he said. Said to me that yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, man, I'm keen to check out that Apex arena. He's like, I don't know, I like the Battle Royale bit better. But I think he's played it.
Yeah, I think the more he plays arena, the more you enjoy it. Because I thought the same thing when I first played it, but then the more I played arena, the better it was.
Oh, dude, the people that we were versing with Cookie in the party, that were definitely a little more sweaty than when it was just us. So maybe that's...
Nah, skill-based is really prevalent, not very prevalent in that game, I can tell. Which is a good thing and a bad thing, man.
As long as it's random.
Yeah, as long as it's random. And best matchmaking possible. An interesting story I've seen pop up on the web. So a Microsoft employee managed to finesse $10 million worth of Xbox gift cards out of Microsoft. He found a loophole that let him order cards for free, which he then sold onto code sellers and whatnot. Now he's in jail, but...
No, fucking that's awful. He's in jail.
You gotta find the loophole, bro. You know.
That's the thing. A company is only as terms and services, right? And if there's a way to get around it, that's on the company, not on the individual. The individual has just found that for the company. Now the company can fix it. They've actually just done their fucking job for them. But he's in jail now.
Yeah.
Because he found a loophole. Let's go fuck yourself. You're the ones that fucked up.
That's illegal, bro. That's illegal, bro.
Come on. Fuck. No. It's a loophole. The company fucked up. That's my opinion first.
What is you grind or you find the exploit?
Like I was gonna say, like if he was a software engineer, like he'd be getting paid big bucks Have you found like a loophole or a bug, or if you do a bug fix? Like some people put bounties on that shit, you know.
Yeah, like that guy
Obviously, it's
that
different.
improved the GTA Online servers.
Yeah,
He made a mod
got
that
10K.
10K because he made the loading screens better, which is shout out
What
to
a
him
fucking
because
G.
that's a need that
10K
was necessary, bro. I haven't played it since the
10K is
update.
fucking such a poor amount though for something they've been dealing with for like what 10. I can't remember how long fucking GTA 5's been out. 3 console iterations though.
8 years?
And it's taken him this long. It wasn't even them that fucking fixed it, and then he only got $10,000. Dude, he should fucking get a job and $100,000
Oh, they
fucking dollars.
definitely. I bet he got more than just $10,000. Maybe a look in at a job at Rockstar. But go on, Lung.
To be fair, that's pretty common though. A lot of developers do that. Like bug fixes in the communities are being implemented. It's pretty common.
But like, loading times in GTA was one of the biggest fucking issues. It took forever.
100%.
And then it took forever for you not to even get in the fucking game. And then you have to research. And it's like, oh, sweet, I'm back in my own lobby. Time to join my friends. Loading. Time out. Oh, sweet. Let's try it again.
Yeah.
Fuck. An hour in, still haven't played any fucking games.
Yeah, I agree. Especially because that game has a lot of downtime.
Fucking oath. But you know what's good? Like just even exiting a fucking garage, or if you accidentally exit a fucking garage,
yeah, and then it's like fuck.
Yeah, it's not a good time.
Then you go back in, and then you have to go back out again. Oh man, it's good fun.
It's really not good fun. So do you think? Sorry, not to change topic, but do you think we'll be getting The Witcher remastered anytime soon?
Yeah, so they just did not a remaster, right? But they did the Witcher 3 is getting a console upgrade.
Fuck so, yeah, CD Projekt Red.
Apparently they added a new story modes in and shit. I'm not sure, but yeah, they got.
I'm actually a little pissy at the Witcher series because they said we're not gonna make any more Witcher games. We're just gonna get off everything, and then like, oh sweet. We're gonna make more Witcher games. Like, fucking make up your mind, cunt. Like, what do you want?
They just got a bunch of new content because of the movie. So apparently the new expanded edition of The Witcher, or whatever they're calling it, for the new consoles is going to have some tie into the Netflix show. So apparently some stories from the Netflix show are going to make their way into The Witcher 3.
Dude, do you know how much content there was for Witcher even before?
Yeah,
there's books.
Yeah.
There's a massive amount of content. A fuck ton. So there was no issue for them to go, oh, we can make more story. We can make a prequel. We could do anything. They could do literally anything. It's all written there for them. But like, now we're canceling the series.
Not to spoil it, but Gerald, like the books are very different. Like to the
show or to the games.
Sorry, I'm pretty sure
yeah.
I feel like they have done some innovation on it.
Sometimes he's not even a main character.
And that's fine.
It's fine.
I'd be so happy to play against the Uncle Vermin or something like that. I'd love to play a prequel if it's just him. That'd be dope. The world is awesome.
You know about CD Projekt Red like doing like a next gen upgrade for Witcher 3, right?
That's what I was talking about just then, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm waiting for PC. That's coming to PC as well, but it's going to include ray tracing, HDR, faster loading times, and I'm keen for that next gen sort of thing. But I doubt that's coming anytime soon because of
thoughts are would you like what happened with the Mafia Definitive Edition where they remade Mafia 1 and re-released 2 and 3?
Yeah, and Mass Effect.
Would you like to see that with the Witcher series?
Oh, that'd be hard. Have you played the old Witcher games?
No, I'm talking to you guys because you guys might have played. I know you have, Julian.
Yeah, when I played 3 for the first time, I played a bit of it. What's the first area? I can't remember the name of it. But I played a bunch of that first area, and I went, fuck, there's so much lore that I missed out on. So I bought 1 and 2 on PC. Oh, they do not fucking age me. Holy shit. Like, even the fucking PC technical difficulties, I could not, I don't know, I can't remember what it was. I think audio wasn't working, but I could not work it out. And I just dealt with it. Good stories, great stories, but they do not age well. So I don't know how they'll have to remaster it. It'll be tough.
All right.
Yeah, I mean they do a Mass Effect. Sorry, you go.
There's something you guys would like to see though, still. Like Witcher 1 story in towns with a Witcher 3 like kind of engine and gameplay.
I can't see it working very well. Like, just map creation is so different than The Witcher 3. So they could remaster and put a new engine, but it wouldn't feel like Witcher 3. It would feel like Witcher 1 upgrade. And I don't care enough to play that. I played it once. It's like, if I need to rehash in the story, I'll look up the Wikipedia. And that's literally the only reason we're playing it, for the story.
Did you have something to say, Barry? Sorry.
No, I was just thinking that it would be like Lucy, my ex, she played 1 and 2, but it would probably be too hard to, like, you'd have to make them either 2 new games essentially, or you'd have to I don't think you could do it in those engines, like a port of that game into the new Witcher. I forget what the engine.
It'd be a lot of work.
Okay, like
it'd be a lot of work.
I'm really dusty on 1 and 2. I know 3 like pretty well. I've seen a fair amount of gameplay about it, but yeah, I'm not sure.
2 maybe. 2 was a different story, but 1
and 2 still melts PCs. 2 is still like oof, like it. Yeah, it's still.
Oh, dude, that I can't remember. I think it's like the second mission. It's just like this massive battleground.
It will, still to this day, like even big rigs, it will still really chew up computers because of either poor optimization or otherwise. But I'm really keen to sink my teeth into the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I bought it the last Steam sale. I haven't been able to because I just haven't had any time.
I'm still paying for EA Pay Pro, and I still haven't played it yet because I've been addicted to Yakuza. If I play a single,
oh man, I wish I had fucking Yakuza. That'd be sick.
Oh man, you got Game Pass? Pick it up, bro.
Yeah,
it's so
every Yakuza game's on Game Pass.
Yeah, man,
which is incredible.
Yeah, serious as fuck, bro. Yeah.
I think from 0 to the new one.
Yeah, all of them.
Blood Dragon or whatever.
Oh, Blood Dragon.
Yeah, no, dude, you should.
Yeah, I'll just play it because I'll just download that on the PC. I'm not gonna give it.
I've been playing it, bro.
Try. Well, I haven't played it, but yeah.
You see me play enough of it to be like, oh, I have an idea.
Yeah, I know what it's about. Oh, dude, I've always loved those sorts of games. Sleeping Dogs. Was that a Japanese developer?
Bro. No,
was that a
American developer? But
what is an old fucking JRPG that I played like that?
Oh man. If you
but every Sonic JRPG, just the amount of fucking content and mini games alone, they are so creative.
Yeah, 100%.
They're fucking watching a movie where all those sheep were around you. You have to do a quick time. That was fucking crazy. It keeps you interested.
Fun. It is, yeah.
The graphic keeps you interested. Like, quick time's not fucking phenomenal. It's not interesting. It's you can do it, and
it's all the stuff.
There's not many ways to do mini games.
The mini game that keeps it interesting, though, the animation, the sheep, because the whole mini game is you're in the
so
cinema,
entertaining.
And to stop you from going to sleep while you're watching the movie, you got to do this mini game that's like, because you know how you count sheep to go to sleep. That's why the sheep pop up, because they're trying to get you to go to sleep.
Yeah, you gotta fuck them off.
Yeah,
you gotta stay awake during a boring movie.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. It's
like, and that's just one mini game. Yeah, you've also got the pokies, bowling.
You got games inside of this game, bro. Like you can play Virtual Fighter 5.
Which is like, it kills repetitiveness.
Yeah, 100%.
You don't feel a repetitive. Obviously, like combat will eventually get repetitive, but like you can break that up. You can break that up so nicely.
Remember just watching the TV in Grand Theft Auto 4?
Yeah, right. And 5.
Exactly, stuff like that. Man.
Going to the movies and just watching those fucking weird French films they had in GTA 5. That was fucking crazy. I like to sit down and then eventually leave halfway through.
Yeah.
Could got fucking boring. But it's just, I love that variety. I love it.
Some other stuff happening this week. So there's a new ad platform that plans to bring TV-like ads into games. The new platform is called Player One, and apparently has pilots already running in Smite. And there's rumors of EA having interest in this company. So,
of course it fucking would.
Ads in your video game, something you guys want to see?
No, I think if they put it in any video game that's a AAA, that game will die. We've seen that before with ads.
Nah.
We can't install ad blocker on a fucking
disagree.
console.
Oh,
I disagree.
yeah, Lung, go.
It's just like we didn't think loot boxes would be a thing, right?
I definitely
Right?
did.
No, yeah,
think
I
loot
want
boxes-
to. I would
Until it
assume
did.
that people love that shit.
Until it did.
Yeah. Alright.
So like, it's unfortunately probably just going to become another new norm.
But do you?
I would say
do you
there's
wanna
going to be
pay
a
$100
massive amount
for
of
a game?
backlash.
Do you want to pay $100 for a game and then you got ads running in the middle of your fucking game?
You know how many people have gone off with Samsung because you pay what $3,500 for a Samsung TV and then they have ads on your hub, but for shit you don't even remotely give a fuck about. You know how many pictures I've seen of people posting that and going, "Why the fuck are there ads on my $3,500 TV?"
Fucking nice.
And then they probably didn't buy Samsung TV again. I would imagine that is what killed them. They probably went to LG or someone else who didn't display ads.
It's
But
always
you're
been,
paying that amount of money. Why the fuck am I dealing with these fucking ads?
that's it. There's always been a fuck ton amount of say bloatware that you get installed when you buy like pre-built sort of PCs. But like, yeah, unfortunately, I can envisage it just becoming, you know,
I think they will.
Regular gaming life, right?
But the thing is, the amount of backlash you're gonna have, you know, there's gonna be backlash.
All right, we'll say.
And because this is software, I imagine there's gonna be a massive amount of software engineers that are really creating an ad block for gaming straight out of the fucking bat.
Well,
they will.
Say like Splitgate, right? It's free to play. Would you hate the fact that, like, say after a game, it advertises some random shit? Doesn't affect your gameplay at all. It just says like some picture on the screen pops up. Buy G Fuel. Is that really that bad?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, to be fair,
I have a spite against.
No,
COD already
let
has
go,
it.
let go. I want to hear it.
COD already has it.
What do you mean?
Like this, the way that they do advertising in the store.
But that's in-game
Yeah, that's
content.
in-game
That's not
content.
third-party advertising.
Yeah, true. But when they
But
do, is this though? And Fortnite too. Fortnite does this as well.
Technically, they do a lot of cross-promotional stuff with Marvel. And
Precisely,
DC,
and that is exactly the same
but
thing.
that's in-game content still. But like, say like
just a banner, or even just your screen goes like a mobile fucking game. That's like, this is a 15-second ad that you can't skip.
Nah, I don't want that. See, that's too far. Don't actually ruin.
But
the
they will.
experience
If
with
they
ads.
if you allow them to put ads in your video games, that's what will happen.
Yeah, but I don't see a
They'll
problem.
force
I
you
don't
to watch
see a
a
problem.
15-second ad.
I honestly don't see a problem with like a Splitgate putting like a G Fuel ad at the end of a match or something. Not like a video, but just like a banner or something. That I don't even have to click out.
Bennett, I guess Bennett. I'm happy with Bennett's because I deal with fucking Bennett's in every website, and I'll just deal with them.
Yeah.
And the pro to this, the only benefit I could see is that these, hopefully developers, but mostly publishers, will get a lot more money.
I just want
a lot more
companies to be
money
able to
that
monetize
wasn't
without-
an industry before.
without loot boxes. You know what I mean? I don't want the loot boxes to be the way of monetization. I don't mind if like if you the game
Well, they're
doesn't cost
gone.
money.
It's not loot boxes, it's battle passes nowadays.
Yeah, I know, but like, there's still free to play games that have loot box systems.
But not to the sort of monetization that it was beforehand.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It's illegal now.
Yeah.
And I think there will be a legal pushback from a lot of.
Yeah, I can imagine
even the Swedish government would probably fight for it.
Look, I can imagine a dystopic future, say in a couple of decades, where like, you know,
It's always going to happen.
The blur, like our entertainment, the way we consume entertainment is so blurred between medium that we'll constantly be bombarded by advertising, so it'll just be inescapable.
That happens in news all the time.
Precisely. Yeah. You know,
I mean, like, I'm so scared for that dystopian future where you put on, like, you have your permanent VR or AR headset on, and there's just fucking banners everywhere.
Fucking where? That's it.
Banners. And the thing is, like, I don't mind if it'll be what's that? In targeted ads, which is actually showing shit you're actually interested in. If they focus on that, maybe I will be happy with it. But the thing is, it'll be fucking everywhere. Everyone will want a spot, and it's going to have to be readable. So it's going to have to be big enough, and it's just going to be.
There's been no escape.
No, Adblock is gonna kind of
In AR,
innovate towards AR, and if the gaming ads come out, it will fucking move over to gaming.
Well, Adblock doesn't work on YouTube anymore, right?
What?
Let me see that.
Anyway, look, I'm done
Nah,
with
it
this
still
topic
works
anyway.
it still works on YouTube.
I have like a VPN that's supposed to block ads. It does on certain sites, but not on YouTube.
Every time they do release a way to block Adblock eventually finds a way to fuck them over.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, it's sort of like the hacker and Titanfall. Just constant battle.
Yeah.
Just a constant. I feel like the dude who made Adblock is fucking old and grey now, having to deal with a 20-year battle of fighting fucking ads and how to fucking kill them.
Look,
I respect that man 100%. Honestly, because ads are disgusting.
I just think ad revenue needs to go to certain people and certain websites and stuff. But anyway, another topic.
They never fucking do it again. Like pockets of the CEOs.
So apparently Sony has bought some studios this week. They got House of Marquee, of Returnal fame. They got Nixxes. It's a company that this is the main company I wanted to focus on. They bought Nixxes. It's a company that focused on PC ports such as Tomb Raider and Deus Ex. Apparently they like accidentally tweeted. Oh no, that's a different. They accidentally tweeted out about all these, and they accidentally put Bluepoint Studios in there as well, which they haven't officially acquired yet. But like, with them acquiring a company like Nixxes, that does focus on PC ports, does this mean we could see more PC ports coming from PlayStation exclusives?
Apparently, they're also trying to get Crunchyroll.
Yeah, they're trying to get Crunchyroll. Apparently, I just don't.
1.1 billion.
I just hope that Sony does start releasing more games on the PC. Like,
that was a rumor that I saw. Obviously, there's no official statement, but it's lost money. Everybody knows it's lost money. They're like, nobody's going to buy a PlayStation 5 just to play God of War or play fucking Spider-Man. A lot of people are, but they're going to lose a huge market because nobody's going to fucking buy it. If you have a PC, what's the point of having a console?
Yeah, it's funny. You've finally figured that out.
I want Bloodborne.
Yeah, but like previously, exclusives were my fucking kin. Yeah. I loved exclusives. But the thing is, it doesn't matter anymore.
What were you saying, Lon?
I want Bloodborne.
Yeah,
on PC.
Yeah, I think it's getting a remaster.
So that's the rumor. The Bloodborne's getting a remaster and it's coming to PC. That's the rumor going around at the moment.
Let's have a look.
Oh, bro. Yeah. That'd be sick.
Yeah, I never really played it, but I would be keen.
So talking about PlayStation exclusive, Ghost of Tsushima, god damn. It's getting a new story DLC and a PS5 update with better graphics, haptic feedback, 3D audio, and Japanese lip syncing. But the next gen update is going to cost $10. Do you think this is a scummy move, or do you think they deserve more money? Like, they put a lot of new features into the game. Like, do you think? I know none of us here have PS5s, and we don't like. I'm not planning on buying a console.
I think it's a positive thing.
I think it's a positive thing. I think they do deserve their $10 personally. But do you think if more companies start charging $10 for an upgrade to the next generation of consoles, they have to provide more features?
That is tricky. Yeah, that is very tricky.
Because it's a slippery slope, you know what I mean? It's better than rebuying the whole game like the last generation of consoles, but I don't know. More Ghost of Tsushima, people love that game, so yeah.
Yeah, I'll go play it. I'm just trying to find out about this. PS Now on PC.
Oh, real?
PlayStation Now on PC.
When's that coming? Is it here?
No, you can download it right now.
True. Does it have a lot of PlayStation exclusives, or?
I'm having a look at the
I know PlayStation Now has a lot of PlayStation 3 games in it, which I would actually be excited to play some old PlayStation 3 games. Saves me booting up my PlayStation 3 emulator that runs like shit.
Yeah, why does it run like shit, bro?
I think it's mainly because it's pretty new considering. Like the PlayStation.
More than 800 games.
Like, cause you know the software, the hardware has to emulate what a PlayStation 3's hardware would do.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So it has a hard time doing that, which is completely understandable, especially because the PlayStation 3's architecture was so whack.
But that's an emulator made by a third party.
Yeah.
Sony would be having such an easier time trying to create that.
Oh, for sure. No, guaranteed. I'm just saying that, like, it's the emulator itself just doesn't run that well. And it's because it's new and, you know, like, the N64 emulators had... Like, because I was looking back at a PlayStation 1 emulator and I'm reading forums from 2001, man. You know what I mean? Where PlayStation 3 emulator is very new and people are just testing it and this, that, and the third. And I literally, the one game that I have played that I've been playing consistently on the emulator has been running well, and I've just messed with the settings so much to get it to run at that state. Where when I first installed the game or downloaded it, it just ran like absolute shit. And bigger games, because the game I'm playing currently is a PlayStation 2 ported to PlayStation 3 with extra features. So that's why it probably runs better than most of the other PlayStation 3 games I've tried, because I've tried Infamous, and it's good in patches, but as soon as shit starts going down on the screen, the frame rate just drops to 12. But it's whatever, it's new technology, and I just personally like... One of the reasons I got a PC in the first place was to emulate old games, so in case I need a nostalgia hit, I could just go back and play them. Like Pokemon and... What else did I download? Oh, an old kart racer game called Speed Freaks that I really used to like. I downloaded that. I'm currently working on how to get that working. But anyway, I have a bunch of topics here, but nothing we really need to cover. But this one I really, really want to cover. So a new cheat program has dropped, or it's dropping soon. It claims to work on PC and console. It has features such as like auto lock on, recoil reduction, the same shit that's in like Cronus's on controllers. The creator claims it'll work on any game it bypasses anti-cheats. What do you guys think about that? Yeah. Wait, apparently it uses AI learning, bro. It has machine learning that the more you use it, the better it'll be at botting people, bro.
What?
Yeah. So they showed this hack off in Call of Duty, like Cold War, and it looked like it wasn't direct aimbot, but you could tell that the guy was sticky. Like it had the strongest aim assist you've ever seen, bro. And the guy's has all the little red boxes on the screen, so he was seeing people through walls and shit. Like it looks pretty crazy, especially if it does bypass anti-cheats, because apparently it's run off, like it's not run off the console, like the PC or console itself. It's run off an extra application, so it's just really hard to detect. I think Activision's already taken steps to sue this company, but it's crazy to think that this could be the future of video games, man.
Brilliant. Don't leave me hanging.
What?
Where are you?
Look. I can't believe hacking and cheating is still so prominent in fucking video games to begin with. One, for the people actually doing it, how are you having fun?
That is the question, isn't it?
How are you going, oh, I'm really enjoying my life right now. I'm just playing some games and, you know, there's no real skill involved. So I'm just here, I hold the trigger, and I point and shoot. Like, you're doing nothing.
The thing I think is they enjoy ruining other people's time, and also they don't have enough time to be good at the game themselves, so they can then at least
have enough time to fucking install a fucking hack.
Yeah, it doesn't take that long, bro. Not from what I've heard for Warzone.
No, apparently not. But yeah, look, I hope Activision can fucking stop stomping into the ground. They have enough money, and they really would like to, because if hacking and cheating was prominent in video games, I can't see video games as an industry just surviving. Right? Everybody will have hacks.
Yeah, of course.
Every single cunt will have hacks.
You have to, right?
And then what the fuck is the game?
What the fuck
is disgusting.
What's the point of the game?
What is the point? You play these games because you want to increase your skill, you want to play with buddies, and just a bunch of different shit like that. I just can't believe it.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's so sad.
It's really sad. I don't know. I don't know. Cause I don't know if I have a take on this, because I feel this is gonna sound fucked, but I feel as long as like hacking is, I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to condone it, but I feel hacking is always going to be a part of video games.
Yeah, of
Whether we
course.
like it
No,
or
none
not.
of us here want hackers, bro. Like we're all we're all average to high skill at most. Let's say shooters, because that's the games that most people hack on, right?
That's it.
Like you played Cold War with us the other night, and you were dropping evens and positives all night, and you barely even played Cold War.
The first
Also,
time, and also league play too. Which
Yeah.
is different version.
trust me, we run across our fair share of hackers in league play, but
Yeah,
it
there
just
are a
seems
few
like,
that's just
to
fucking
me,
prominent.
the joy of league play and just like fuck it, shooters in general is the fact of your skill versus another person's skill. When the aimbot comes into it, it just seems to ruin the fun for everybody, including the hacker. Like I just don't see how using an aimbot to beat people makes you feel good. I don't get the mentality.
No, no right. It takes. I guess because it probably comes out of sadism, yeah, I'm just I'm just shitting on these people, and
Yeah, cool. Like that's cool, but
evil.
you're not shitting on people. The program that you've got is shitting on people.
It's probably out of that.
Which they pay fucking money for.
Yeah,
It's
we
disgusting.
all love shitting on people, bro. We love shitting on people, bro. Like kids,
but we do it with our own fucking thumbs. We don't,
100%, yeah.
and then when we do it, it's satisfying.
So
How
satisfying.
fucking satisfying can it be just to fucking let an aimbot do everything for you?
Or even like having like knowledge that other people don't, like having any small advantage. Like how can that be fun for you, man? Like aimbot, war hacks, fuck it, bro. You remember Modern Warfare 2 map hacks? Like that shit wasn't fun, man.
That shit was on fire.
Me being 14 didn't have fun when I had a UAV hack. Yeah, I got a nuke because I knew where everyone was. Like that's fucked.
It's real fucked. You know what else is fucked? It's fucked as like waking as what's it called? As getting spawned into a helicopter.
Yeah.
On MW2 on Rust.
Yeah.
You know how fun that shit was?
It's just not. How can you feel like the reason we all play competitive games or just like games in general, like multiplayer games, is to feel that element of like it's the same reason you play like Friday night sports to get that sense of camaraderie and like your skill constantly increasing and like just we play to shit on people with our own ability. Like to add anything in, like I just like we keep coming back to the same point of how we don't say it's fun, but like honestly, how do people find this enjoyable, man? Like I couldn't see myself enjoying myself unless I was physically.
I'm gonna fucking shit on these fucking hackers with the most analogy, right? And it's because they're such fucking losers in every other aspect of their fucking life. They've never been a fucking winner at all, ever. They can't win in this fucking game, so they fucking put a hack on just to feel like a winner.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's it. That's all I can think. That's all I can think. They're such fucking losers.
Like we all agree. I don't think anyone here is gonna not agree with you, Julian. Like how, but like, what point do you have to get to be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna hack now? Like, how bad?
I just wish the fucking enforcement was so much heavier. Like, cunts get swatted because they're streaming. Why can't cunts get swatted because they're fucking hacking? Why can't we DDoS these fucking cunts?
No, because that's hacking.
Yeah, fuck him. We'll re-hack him. Hack the hackers. Fight fire with fire.
Yeah, well, that happened in Titanfall 2. Like with the Titanfall hacker, and Titanfall 2 servers went even more down than they usually were. You can't fight fire with fire in these situations, man. Like if you so you run into a hacker, you go, "Fucking, I'm downloading hacks." Then it's just like another person with hacks, man. Like we used to play with this guy in Modern Warfare. His name was Oz, and like he was really good, right? He was really good, but as soon as he would run into a hacker, he'd turn his hacks on, man. And it's just like, bro, you're good enough
but there
to
are
hack, so stop.
There are good hackers and bad hackers.
Yeah, of course.
And the only way to fucking kill a bad hacker is just to fucking melt him. Like, he paid money for aimbot, and it doesn't even fucking matter. He's still getting fucking melted. He won't play. He won't even play.
Yeah, we've beaten people in Search and Destroy that are hacking before, like in Modern Warfare.
It's funny. They're not even fucking good, even with their fucking hacks.
No,
they're garbage.
But as soon as you got a robot doing your fucking job for you, bro, how are you supposed to be good?
No, you can't build any skill at all.
Yeah. Like any type of hack, like seeing through walls or aimbot, like even the Cronus like the cunts from the controllers that have got the sticky aim with the Cronus. Like how do you feel good about that, man?
Yeah, I guess it's the same sort of cunts that want fucking Roombas all in the house because they're too fucking lazy to vac.
Yeah, I think people just either they aren't skilled or just have trouble getting skilled, so they go towards hacks. Which, like, you can't if you're going
But
out to
it
the
just
basketball court to play 3v3, bro. You're
it's
not gonna
so
fucking
easy to see
keep
who
putting
these
the robot
cunts
arms
are,
in.
and then in this, like, they're losers.
Yeah.
Even their teammates
Yeah.
think they're fucking losers.
You have to be a loser.
I went in a
mate.
fucking league game with some dude in fucking a search and destroy, and that dude went 20-1, I think it was. And the enemy team said, "Fucking glad we got the hacker on our team."
Yeah.
So you don't really want that though, do you?
No.
You don't want every fucking
no.
game for
You
you to
want
be
it-
carried by a fucking hacker.
You want
What's the fuck's the point
You'd
of
rather
playing?
a hacker randomly on your team than a hacker randomly on the other
Yeah,
team.
but like every fucking game, you play the next game, he's on your team. You play the next game, he's on your team. You're not doing anything.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Nah, you don't.
Sure, it feels
Nah.
good, but like, who gives a shit?
It's free dubs, right? But at the same time, you're not earning the dubs. The hacker.
You're not
is.
earning the dubs. You're not doing anything.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the point of playing the game?
Yeah. But that's what it boils down to in the end of the day. If you hack, why? Like, go get a new hobby, bro. If you're not good at this hobby, go get into carpentry or something, bro.
Can I fucking segue though?
Yeah, go.
I wish some fucking hacker would fix PlayStation Now. I literally just installed it. I'm trying to sign in with my correct details, and it brings me back to the fucking enter your date and region. So I enter my date and region, I fill out all the fields, and it said, please complete all fields before submitting. So I cannot fucking use this service. You garbage cunts. Fuck, 800 games to play on the PC. Yeah, get fucked. 0 games to play on the fucking PC. Fucking service doesn't even fucking work. Literally, it's free fields and then your region of English. How do you fuck that up so poorly? Fucking cunts.
I don't know, man.
Holy shit.
I'm reading through my list here. Oh, let's finish this off. We got you guys been watching Rick and Morty? You been enjoying the new episodes?
Oh man, I haven't seen that shit.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
new bird,
I've seen
I'm weird.
3, I
She
think.
does. Nah.
I think the new episode was good. Without going into it, I've seen a lot of backlash online because it features some, I don't know, touchy subjects, I guess.
What about? It's always fucking touchy subjects. Are you kidding?
So, like, a quick overview. Morty finds a machine that they used to, like, let's say, well, fuck it, I can say whatever I want. Pretty much make horses come, right? And then Rick uses that come to, he was using it to, I don't know, help, or like at least he was doing something to these horse people. But because Beth's a horse doctor, she was collecting the horse cum for Rick, I'm pretty sure. But it turns out Morty figures out how finds this machine and stuff and starts like getting his dick, by the machine. And so apparently, so it all fucks up because this is supposed to be 100% horse sperm. Morty makes him not test it to make sure, like, because Rick was going to test it to make sure it was 100% horse sperm, but because it was human sperm in it, it all goes sideways and giant sperm monsters come out, and they try to lure by using Summer's eggs. They try to lure the sperm away, but because it's Morty's sperm, they make a massive incest baby. And it is like balls
That's
to the wall.
great.
That does sound like a very controversial
so fucked up,
episode.
right?
But like in
We're
the
talking about
end,
Rick and Morty
like,
here.
in the last episode of
It's not
season
that
3 or 4, Rick convinces the mother to fuck off with her family, and she's fine because they'll be able to clone.
Yeah.
Like, that is fucked up. That's
Yeah.
a controversial thing. Leave your family and have a fun fucking life, and we'll just put a decoy in your place. It's always been controversial.
To me, that's more
But
controversial than an incest baby, because
Yeah, the big sperm incest baby
Like, 'cause
does
that's over
sound
the top.
pretty fucked up.
That's over the top. But we're like with the clone
But that's
shit, we're talking
graphically
about-
over
we're
the
talking
top.
about- We're talking about literal like families being completely.
I mean,
changed
you know what
without
else
knowing
fucked
it.
up controversial thing here, cuz? I watched Godfather Part 3 last night
Bang on.
for the first time.
Yeah.
Godfather Part 3?
Yeah.
Fucking, have
Is
you
that
seen
one? That's not the one with the horse's head. The horse's head is
No,
the
that's
first
one.
one, isn't
That's
it?
one,
Godfather Part
yeah.
1, bro?
I don't think
Tell me what was
can't
controversial.
remember.
I haven't seen Godfather Part 3 in a long time. Tell me why.
Bro, you gotta, because Vincenzo Corleone, who's Sonny's Sonny's a half illegitimate son.
Yep.
And Michael's daughter, first cousins, bro. They get it on.
Oh, really? That's right.
I know, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? I know.
But that, like, let's talk about it because we're in 2021. That was filmed in what 1980 something.
99.
99. True. Fuck.
No, explain that to me again.
90.
90.
Like
Okay.
90.
So
bro,
what?
they're
The
first
cousin
cousins.
sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, that would have been fucking heavy.
It was, bro.
Looking
serious.
looking like a kiss, bro. Like.
I know. I'm just
Yeah, fucking hell. And that was what, softcore? That wasn't even porn. That fucking just softcore kissing. That was one fucking small kiss, and it was like people just fucking gagged over that.
I mean, did they though back in the day?
I don't know, actually. I don't know where that comes
Because
from. Who really
we
started
didn't
giving a
live
shit
there.
about that?
We weren't there in that time. Like nowadays, it's like, yeah, remember when that happened? Like,
Yeah, but that was more of a joke than anything else.
but now, yeah, but like, I think
Luke didn't know.
why is the outrage about this like
Rick and
in
Morty.
Rick and Morty, bro? Like, we should
probably because it probably talks about like informed consent, like the horses, like are they?
Did they give
They don't
consent
have
to
any
be jerked
agency in
off?
this matter. Like they're being extracted.
Yeah, but we're talking about Rick and Morty. We're not talking about real life. Like this.
Oh yeah, totally. But isn't that where the controversy is coming from? That's where I'm. Because like legit, it's just a mistake that the semen and shit has to. Some eggs have to be.
Morty's a child. He nearly gets raped in like episode 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here, bro? That's way more controversial than this.
I know.
People need a fucking need a reminder of what show they're watching.
Like people only get upset about shit when it hits them close to home, and that's all I've got to say.
But like, how does incest hit close to home for these cunts? Don't admit that fucking shit.
I just think.
Well, because they want to inseminate their fucking sister.
Well, I'm just saying. I think it's weird, bro. Right? That this is the thing that kicked it off, dude. After everything, bro. After the Rick and Morty fans being dickheads in real life about Szechuan sauce, this is what people have upset about.
Yeah, that's Szechuan sauce video.
Yeah, bro. I'm Pickle Rick, bro.
I'm Pickle Rick.
Alright, anyway, on the topic of incest, I think we should probably leave this one.
No, it's all good. Like Godfather 3, man. It was literally like Sofia Coppola's first cousins, and they were getting it on. There was a full-on love connection between the two of them, bro. Like at first when they started hooking up with each other in the kitchen, there, I was like, I was losing my shit. I was losing my shit.
Yeah, bet.
I was losing my shit. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? They're fucking. And then the father knows about it, and the son, and they're like, it's too dangerous because they're gangsters, right? So she'll get killed. Like, so they're not in favor of the relationship. They're like, it's too dangerous, not because they're first cousins.
Yeah, because of the mobster life.
Exactly, because it's like, oh, she'll get killed. She's dangerous. What are you doing, my dog? I don't know. She's dangerous. She's too dangerous. It's too dangerous. Not because they're first cousins.
But because
she's too dangerous. Like, I'm serious. It was a good movie, though. I really love it.
All the Godfather movies are great, man.
But man, I'm giving you my access to my Plex account. You can have all my movies at once. You too, Jordy. So access that shit all the time. Cancel your subscription to Netflix.
You PlayStation now.
What I was gonna say, Rick and Morty. I don't know. Controversial over that. Like it's Rick and Morty. It's a fucking cartoon. Like it's like they're gross. It's a gross show.
I feel like
am I not right?
South Park gets away with more stuff that happens
way more worse shit than that. That's it. Fucking oath.
But everyone turns a blind eye because I feel like people are scared to talk shit about South Park.
They are. You couldn't make South Park these days, though. Am I right?
Well, you can, obviously. They literally want people to cancel them.
You couldn't like.
Yeah, they've tried.
We haven't talked about it, but do you know what's going on with this is a segue and a half, but the Friendly Geordie situation. Do you know much about that? Fuck it, let's just talk about it.
Friendly Geordies.
I was gonna say let's end the podcast here, but I wanna if we can get this, we got 20 minutes, okay? So let's talk about this for 20 minutes, and then we can move on. We'll end the
Oh
episode. So,
fuck! I haven't been recording.
Julian, would you like to kick it off?
Yeah. John Barolario is a fuckwit. That's pretty much how
Let's
I
get the
want to
names right, but because we're going to talk about this is a serious topic, so let's get the names right. So John Barilaro,
the Deputy Premier of New South Wales.
Yep.
Has started a defamation case against Friendly Geordies for just a plethora of reasons. A lot of it being he called him a fatty McWogcock.
No, he said he called him a just a big. I think he called him a big fat wogcock.
Big fat wogcock. That's in there, as well as the corruption scandals that he's released about him. He wants him to take the videos down.
So mainly it's defamation about what Jordan said about him. He claims that all the stuff that Jordan said is illegitimate.
Which is a whole lot of shit.
Like a bunch of
if
lines,
you sit through it all.
They always go back to the line where, because this is the one they can play on TV. A con man powered by spaghetti, bro. A con man to the core powered by spaghetti. Which that one.
It looks like a meatball. If you put a picture of a meatball, and a picture of John Barolario next to each other, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. It'd be like that pan meme. They're the same picture.
Me and you are way too invested in this story, but this is what I wanted to ask. Barry, what do you know about this? Have you looked into it much? I want to know what you think and know.
Sure. I've followed it pre-Chriso, bro. I haven't kept up to date lately because it seems like it's just getting dragged. Like, and I know the way Jordan's is responding in it, and it's valid because essentially, like, secret police being used,
that's disgusting. That is probably the most disgusting part of the entire thing.
Yeah,
they were created for Lint Cafe Terrace. That is what it was created for. Christo is not a terrace.
I think it's more disgusting now that I know that whole documentary about the National Party just came out. And
blood water.
Blood water.
So that was what he was gonna put out. The Nationals knew that, and that's when the secret police came and arrested Christo. It's all in the same timeline, bro. So John Barilaro, let's just say right now, John Barilaro claims he has nothing to do with the police coming to investigate arresting Christo. Sorry.
But of course he does.
Of course,
because who filed for it?
But we've got to say this is a serious situation. So he said that he didn't have anything to do with that. So,
but in both circumstances, who was the denominated person there?
There's only one person.
It was John Barolario.
There's only one person.
All these
John
assistants.
Claims. We don't know yet, but it could have been the driver, for instance, man. He just recognized.
Yeah, but the driver wasn't at the pub. He wasn't in both occasions.
But there's enough video evidence of the pub to have some kind of case put against it. Like, he reckons so John Barilaro believes that the Christo was stalking him, which in both videos claims to not be the case. Maybe the pub could claim he was stalking.
No, the pub was a public event.
Yeah, it was a public event, and also his own National Party junior members told Friendly Geordies about what's going on there. Like so, it's not like they were stalking him. It's like the young Nationals actually let Jordan know.
That John Barolario put out a public tweet or whatever he did. He did a PDA.
Okay, so he put out a whole thing
he
about
said,
the event.
"Come see me at the pub and we'll talk about national bullshit."
Nationals.
So it was a public event. It's a public pub. It wasn't closed off for a private venue.
Mm-hmm.
It was public. So anybody, even me, I have a right to be there. Even Christo. Doesn't matter who he's affiliated with. It's a public venue.
It wasn't being physically violent or.
So there's one. That was one of the cases that he was done for stalking. And the second one, where there's a full video for.
No, full. Like, people have. Yeah, look, I believe that video is start to end. A lot of people have said otherwise, but.
But then there's that, right? But even so, with how Friendly Geordies has said it, Christo was on his way from one university place to another one. Yep. I don't know. I can't remember what the actual thing.
His house is on the road,
which can be easily tracked through where he was especially during fucking COVID, there's trackers fucking everywhere, so you can easily see exactly where he was. They can get the geolocation on his phone.
Yep.
If they figure out that he was hanging around the funeral much
even,
longer than he should have,
yeah,
that's a different case. That is stalking.
Yeah, 100%.
But the fact is, if that evidence had not come out so far,
yeah,
it doesn't look like that's the case.
We
have to wait until the actual court case.
How many cameras do you reckon's around that area of this fucking...
Phenomenal.
Yeah, so much.
It's a phenomenal amount of cameras.
Near circular key we're talking about. Like,
you can track Chris, though. It would be super easy to track him.
Yeah.
Especially with COVID. We've seen how easy it is to track every single citizen that lives on this planet.
Yep.
Every single last one. We know exactly where they went. We know who they talked to. We know how long they were there. We have that information. We've shown that we can harvest that statistical information. So there is no case, unless we have to wait until the actual court case. But that second event, which was how he was stalking,
the car,
yeah, I don't think there is any evidence, real evidence that shows that he was stalking.
So it's not about the stalking though. Like, Christo got arrested for stalking, right? Which was, well, like, Christo's got his own case right now. So
well, apparently it's been thrown out the window.
Oh, really? Already?
I don't know. I'll have to look at it.
So Xenophon...
Oh wait, maybe. Oh wait, no, that was bail. I think
bail,
I read. Yeah, he's on bail, but he's...
Because John...
And all the bail terms have been chucked out the window because he could not retain them. Yeah. He could not retain them, and that's why Bloodwater eventually came out.
Yeah.
Because Christo is actually in a part of that. He's questioning the Irrigation Council.
It just feels so like... Because to me, I've been looking at it at both angles, because I've been watching a lot of different opinions on this whole situation. It just feels like this... like...
Sus. It feels sus.
If there's something sus going on, man, because, like, it feels like they tried to silence Geordies before the water video. Now the water video has come out. It just feels like they really, like, didn't want that to come out.
Let's see how many fucking views. I want to check that as well, because it was sitting at
300,000-ish, a bit over 300,000.
And Friendly Geordies released another video, and 2 days ago, the death of free speech, was at 260,000 views. So I feel like there's more spotlight on Friendly Geordies now than there ever was beforehand, which is... it just makes John Barilaro look like the dumbest fucking cunt in the world. But, like, we're not Nazi Germany. We shouldn't have a Gestapo, sorry. We should not have that. We should not have a secret police.
Obviously not, but I think... I don't think the
to threaten and intimidate people.
I think we need people like this in the country, right? Obviously, because
they need to do
the dirty work, right? But they shouldn't be used the way they're being used right now.
No, not like the Gestapo, where they literally come to your home and intimidate you and arrest you for...
Because you can't tell me the arrest of Christo wasn't for intimidation. Like, you can't tell me that wasn't trying to intimidate Jordan at all. Or at least...
The fact that they tried to take his phone after he gave it to his mother and then bash his mother down. That was
That's the only thing about the video that I could say that was wrong. Like,
look, if for him to be arrested under the thing, that's fine.
She should have handed the phone up to the police. But, like, for instance, like, what if they wanted to just delete the video that Christo had on his phone of the... John Barilaro, you know what I mean?
But the thing is, why allow...
It was horrible. Like, you got to admit that...
I 100% believe that Christo was in the right mind to try and get a video of his phone. Yeah. Because not only does he have whatever videos, but he has every text message, everything.
Yeah, everything.
There's a huge arsenal of information that would just be handed straight to John Barilaro.
Well, we can't say it was handed straight to John because it's not confirmed, but yes.
But who pressed the charges initially? John said he had nothing to do with it, but who the fuck did it? Who gives a shit about John Barilaro this much?
Yeah, no, nobody does.
His driver?
Yeah, no.
I don't think his driver cares. If the driver wants a paycheck. Yeah. The dude he fucking pushed over the woman, he just cares about a paycheck. I don't think he gives a fuck. I think that dude's fucked up even more so than anybody else.
Yeah.
Because his face is now in the spotlight.
Yeah,
we know his face.
Into my mind forever. If
I know his face.
I can go, yo, you are a fucking pig.
But why would you want to do that in the first place? Just for a fucking paycheck is beyond me.
That's the question, isn't it? That's the question. Because he knew he was on camera
1.1
too.
million fucking views for Australian content is immense. We have 25 million people in this country.
Yeah.
That is 1/25th.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And then that's just word of mouth as
and
well.
Like,
it goes to everybody else.
Got to give it some global coverage. So.
Is he?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But this is the thing, because this could be the death of free speech in Australia. Like, they want to change Google into a platform. Right? Yeah, it doesn't. It didn't exist, right? But at the same time, we have a basic human right to say what we feel.
Yeah, the fact that apparently it's not in our constitution, free speech, but it's common law enough. Ali was talking about it. It's common law. We believe that we have free speech, so we actually, we have the power.
We have the right to say whatever the fuck we want. That's it.
No, I agree. I agree entirely. But how about we reframe it as such as this?
Yep.
This is more or less an instance where the actual real face of the power structure of Australia, which is inherently like a corporatized, police state that's got vested interest in, say, mining and agricultural it's the oligarchy actually showing its true selves.
Yeah, this is it.
It's actually because something so stupid as well. An ex-model turns skid charters, turn political commentator.
Yeah,
it's just the real strings being essentially partially revealed.
Yeah. Honestly, because it's like.
Yeah, New South Wales Police has been notoriously corrupt since inception.
Yeah, no, because back in the day, you see the underbelly, for instance, there was so many corrupt police officers.
Exactly. So it's I'm not surprised by this shit, but it's not. I don't think it's too far of a step to perceive that the correlations between the structures of power within this nation being governed by large corporate interests, and also that being entied with, say, the police apparatus.
Yeah. So it goes between the big corporations give money to the National Party, and the National Party use the money they got to silence people that speak up about them. That's why there's none of them. You look 100%. At all the mainstream media sites, none of them talk badly about the Liberals or the Nationals. Or if they do, it's minimal, and it's targeted for a very small amount of time and then forgotten about. That's why
you don't need to.
I don't understand if they have defamation insurance. Why aren't these fucking bigwigs just going? Yeah, we don't give a shit. What happened to fucking reporters? They used to be awesome, going out to war-torn countries, showing us what we haven't seen, and we cannot see. They're the only people that were able to.
Anymore, right? People
obviously not, because fucking every phone has a camera on it.
I would recommend watching a documentary called "Manufacturing Consent" by Chomsky.
I
gotta deal with a lot of Chomsky.
Please link that, please. I would love to watch it. But you're right.
I'll download it right now and I'll share it with you right now. But I would recommend it. But that's
about propaganda and stuff as well, right?
Precisely, and how the media apparatus is utilized to essentially reiterate these different narratives. But however, it's a different question to, I think, what actually happened to journalism in this nation, or at least in this country, in this part of the world, or journalism in general. Because how do we get from, say, independent media, say The Guardian, New Matilda, to now just fucking BuzzFeed or just tabloid shit that's not even passable as news? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
of course, you could equate it to homogenization on that larger vessel, but journalism being used as a political tool to placate the masses, to keep them stupid, to keep them stupefied, but also to reiterate and reinforce these sort of dominant power structures the National Liberal Party coalition. It's all connected. It all services that tool and that vessel, that institution of power, because power will do everything in itself to sustain itself and to self-substantiate it and also validate itself. So that's why people who are independent, like, say, John Westbrook, was that?
Yeah, Michael
Westwood and Jordan are kind of a real threat to that actual power status quo, because they're accessible and they give people the tools to start to disassemble the wool before their eyes.
Yeah.
Not trying to equate people are fucking
Did I not realize that independent journalism, in the sense of Friendly Geordies, and not so much Michael West or the other ones, is unstoppable? Because the tool that they actually branches his media, YouTube,
fortunately,
is so accessible to every user.
It isn't a police state, because the police state will use everything in its power to silence individuals, as we've just witnessed.
But even in the most dictated countries in the world, there's still individuals who push that power and information.
Totally, but there's also extreme state repression. Unfortunately, as a
Russia,
result.
Korea.
America,
Yeah.
like look what happened to
The
Snowden,
thing is,
and
America
also
at least has the balance. They at least have parties. Like they'll have news stations, right, dedicated to promoting this politician. Also, news stations dedicated to promoting
Yeah,
the other
the
politicians.
competitive edge is there. We
they've
don't
got
have that.
no
We don't have that.
whistleblower
We don't-
immunity systems at all, though.
Yeah.
Like look what happened to Chelsea Manning.
Yo,
Look what happened to Snowden.
yeah,
Like, and look what happened to Assange as well.
yeah, Assange.
You know, like there's very limited also here there's very limited whistleblower immunity as well.
Yeah.
As much as there is in the state, like there's fucking zero
Yeah.
protection for whistleblower stuff over there. You know,
Look, I used
like
to go, please.
I was gonna say America probably has a bit more of a complex history in regards to its like scandals like this, like for example Watergate, comparatively to here in Australia, where a lot of because the power structures here are so insidious and so I guess invisibilized, you know, that hopefully these things like, you know, blood water would have really, you know, curtailed and actually given us an insight to average day sort of everyday, you know, human being. Because I think your average day sort of person who reads the Daily Telegraph or whatever will be like, yeah, you know, liberal, like they believe in this illusion of say apolacracy, like a two-party state, etc. They don't necessarily see how, you know, they're just two birds of the same stone. The you know, the status quo is essentially it's always been set up to protect the assets of the oligarchy and the ruling elite.
Yeah.
You know, since inception. Don't even begin to bring in like say an indigenous paradigm or an indigenous perspective to this yarn, because that's a completely different that's another different yarn.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother level, and that's why I'm not so fucking surprised about this shit. Because anyway, that's from a perspective I'm coming from. But media, though,
exactly, yeah. This is like, because for me back in the day, right, I used to vote Liberal 100%, right? Because I would read the Daily Telegraph, I would read the Guardian, you know, I would read news.com, right?
And you kind of like look, their fiscal. I care about money. Their fiscal policy is good. You're sold this narrative that like if I'm making money, that they've really got my best interest.
They're here looking after me, bro.
Exactly.
But they're not. And it took me so long to
they only look after their own, bro.
It took me years of asking myself, well, you know, why is the same shit happening? Why is nothing ever changed? Why, you know, why every single time they talk about the debt, like it keeps this? It's the same fucking conversation we've been having for literally 12 years.
Yes.
Like, why? Why are we still talking about the same stuff? And that's when I started to realize there's
people that wanted to keep it that way.
They want to keep it that way. I didn't realize that as a kid, right? But the more I grew up, the more I realized that people are happy. They're looking after their best interests and not mine.
100%. I think what was also extremely interesting is what Jordan brought out about that one of those Liberal Party backbenchers who was essentially doing insider trading, like was aware about this new legislation that was being pushed from his sort of inner circle, and also at the same and also at the same time started to invest accordingly. That would be like something that would benefit extremely profitably from this new legislation that would, you know, boost his profits by.
You seen Bruz?
Yeah, that was the Airbnb scandal. How the fuck did someone on a public time afford the mansion like he did?
This wasn't Baralara. This is just some young dropkick.
Okay,
yeah. A different follower.
Yeah.
But it's
same kind of thing.
The same case.
That is why there's a correlation between heads of business, heads of sectors, and why they get into politics. Because it's often in the Liberal Party, the cultural Liberal Party, there's often a correlation between utilizing it as a means to enhance and accentuate those mechanisms of profit that they it's just business. It's just another institution of it. You know what I mean? They can utilize it as a means of propping themselves up. More.
My thing is though, how can these people be so blind that they can't see that the system is cracking?
Because everything's fine.
You look at the way, like, even my parents, they're fucking dumb. They're like, oh yeah, no, but I was married at 16, we got a house at 20.
Yeah.
So we can't do that. I'm gonna be fucking 40 before I own my fucking house.
Yeah.
How is that huge span that has changed?
I would answer that question with saying because literally everything in society is constructed to encourage people to think, believe, act, and do otherwise, to be placated, to be.
But it has to crack. How far can they push us?
They can push us.
How far they can go? You'll never fucking own a house in your life.
Everybody knows...
Do you not think that people will go, well, fucking, I'm flipping the fuck out?
Yeah, no, because they can push us. They know, and they can push us as far as they need to, bro. They know
We've
that.
cracked on simpler shit than this.
Yeah,
I mean, fuck, I wish we were the French.
Me, you, and Barry right now have cracked, right? We understand. We finally worked it out. But there's so many people like Jono down the pub. He just read his fucking phone 9news.com, bro. He doesn't fucking care to look any further.
It's all fucked. They're all fucked anyway.
But that's the thing, because people.
Liberal
Party still wins because they have a majority of voters, because there's all the media sites that people actually care about politics, right? So they get the vote of people that actually they think they care about politics, right? Because they read the Daily Telegraph, they read news.com, and they see that Liberal good, Labor bad. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
But they don't because that's their news, of course, bro. If you look up Liberal on the Google right now, the first fucking website will come up will be fucking Liberal good, Labor bad, right? So they are forced to believe that, understandably, right? They're not going to search.
Yeah, but they can't
they're too busy.
continue.
They're too busy to search any further. Right? I don't blame the people, man.
Especially when Liberal's been in power for 12 years, and apparently Labor was supposed to win the last election. So even with all the fucking, they don't want Liberal to win, they want Labor to win, people going to still vote Liberal.
Yeah.
Shit's going to continue getting fucked. How are you supposed to blame Labor? They haven't been in power for 20 fucking years.
But that's the narrative that gets spun, man. Exactly what.
But they can't.
About. Yeah.
How can people believe that narrative?
People aren't smart, Julian. People aren't smart, man.
I feel like that itself is also propaganda.
We're not smart either, right? But we just found the right avenues. That's the problem, bro. But
I feel like the majority of the human race is intelligent. They can be intelligent, but they choose not to because there's no hope in them.
No,
I don't feel like the majority of the human race is dumb. I disbelieve that. I disbelieve that. I feel like that is propaganda pushed so that you don't trust your common man.
Oh,
right?
We agree. Like, let's just talk about racism for a quick second. Like, that's an absolute control thing. You know what I mean? Like, hate this person so you don't hate us instead.
Totally, but also like yarn a classist spin on it. Education, to have knowledge of self. There is inaccessibility to that to majority of individuals. It's not necessarily that human beings aren't by nature intelligent. We are incredibly intelligent, sophisticated, creatures by default. However, not everyone has access to, say, the means or tools or.
And they're even defunding public education to create dumber and dumber individuals. But the thing is, these people who do go into the dumb fucking schools, they don't listen. You know who they do listen to? Fucking people like Joe Rogan, who give them that insight.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's not the best person to listen to, but he's the one that says, think freely.
Yeah.
And if enough people do think freely, even if they're not educated, they will make the right choice because they will teach themselves what is right and wrong.
There is no way of them in Australia, there's no way of them, because as soon as they hit the Daily Telegraph, it's biased. As soon as they hit ABC, it's biased.
But that's failing in itself. Who buys a paper these days? And who's going to pay that $2 subscription?
Paper, bro. It's about Jono down the pub who actually does minimally.
But he has to pay a fucking $2 subscription to read the Daily Telegraph.
You don't need for the Guardian, bro. You can read one article a day for free.
The Guardian's I won't defend the Guardian, but they're not that horrible. No, they're not Sky News, and a lot of those ones do actually charge you, so they're losing their customer base.
The Guardian is just like the opiate for the middle class. It's just like Nigella cooking, and that's it. It used to be.
That's
all it is.
That's a good fucking.
It's a good take.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's
post kitchen.
They will have good takes.
Bro.
I would say it's biased, but I feel like it's a lot more.
It's biased, bro. I
feel like there's a huge amount of unbiased opinion though as well in the Guardian.
I just don't.
So there are but the ones that are heavily biased make you pay. Nobody picks up a physical newspaper anymore. So they're losing their customer base.
9 News.
People aren't watching.
Way better source, right? So 9 News says Labor bad, right? So people start to talk between each other, and then they all have the same idea, so they all think they're right, bro. That's the problem. So we come in and we go, yo, you're wrong. And they go,
but if there's enough free thinkers, then they're not going to go accept their mate's thing. They're going to be like me, who argues with literally everything, not because I disagree with you, but I want you to convince me.
Yeah. You need to convince me, bro. And
there's a lot more people popping up like that. They need to be convinced, and they can't be commanded and told.
We need a person,
because that's all that people are doing.
That's why
they found out that these people are wrong.
That's why we need a person like Friendly Jordies to be there to take the flak, so we can actually get out there and be like, hey, there is actually a different way of thinking about stuff, and maybe your opinion isn't always correct, even though everyone around you thinks it is.
I guess we really need to wait and see what the future holds by this court case. If Friendly Geordies gets out of this scot-free, he will continue his work.
No, not scot-free. If he gets out of this and John Barilaro has been proven as a corrupt politician, then the system works. If it comes out and Jordan loses, and
if he gets the defamation case against him, that's the end of him. He can't make it.
That's not the end of him, right?
Like every other politician will use that case.
Yeah, for sure. But that's it. That's the end of free speech in Australia. 100%. That's the end. That's the end of the left wing altogether, bro.
But if he loses, if John Barilaro loses, that will be the continuation of what he will do. He will not only pick on John Barilaro, but he will hunt down everyone.
It's over, bro.
He will kill everyone that he can.
Well, kill is a bit far, but yeah.
Kill their career.
Yeah, kill their career for sure, bro. And you know what?
Almost like they killed Jodie McKay's career and a bunch of other politicians.
Bro, they destroyed her, bro. They absolutely destroyed it, and it was fucking disgraceful.
Dude, my parents watched that, and they went, "Look at this shit we're missing out on because we're paying attention to Netflix," which is also the best thing. Entertainment is becoming more of a priority to people than news.
Yeah.
Which will create a lot of free thinkers as well, which is the hope. But like, look, the whole opinion is look at what we missed out on.
I don't want Friendly Geordies so not Jordan and Shanks himself, but like some other guy that thinks they're less like a Gary Awesome type, but for the left wing that just starts spinning shit. I don't want that. I don't want somebody to be like, all right, my news source is going to be a 100% entertainment value, and I'm going to make up shit as I go along because that'll work best for me, right? Like. If it's entertainment intertwined with news, at maximum it should be like Friendly Geordies or The Chaser, bro. You know what I mean? Where the real stories get intertwined into something edible. Well, was it digestible?
Obviously, entertainment doesn't have a huge news concept, but I feel like it is like, especially if you watch Black Mirror on Netflix, your mind gets expanded. There's no doubt in that. And a lot of people do watch that, especially old people. I love that shit.
I can't watch it because it's just too crazy for me, man.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a fucking most episodes are dystopian nightmare.
We've gone over the time that I set, so let me go between
I gotta walk my dog and get some food.
You're right. I just want to know from both of you what happens to this court case. So I want to start with Lung because Julian, you're gonna go. So you're going to go off. So, Lung, what do you think is going to happen at the end of this court case? Be honest with me. Like, no opinion. What do you actually think is going to happen?
I really don't know about that. I really don't know.
Yeah, it is kind of like that.
Look, and here's another. All I was going to bring up earlier. Just an idea just came up to me before as well. So judges on the High Court are generally assigned by each institution. It's each administration. So there's another correlation. It's really going to be dependent upon. It depends how far this court case goes. I haven't been staying up to date with it too much, but I generally have. It's ultimately going to be up to the judge, depending if it's a decent judge or not.
They're not going with the judge. I think they're going with a juror.
They want a jury. They want a jury.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if it's been confirmed or not, but that's what they're pushing for.
I don't know if you can, because I don't know what I don't know what the what the case.
Pretty sure
apparently defamation can be pushed for a jury, and he's got a top dog lawyer, so he's definitely going to be able to do it right.
Craig Xenophon's a great lawyer, by the way. He's worked a lot for people that can't speak out, and he's helped them get their court cases won. So Jordan,
and that's a lot of people who didn't have the funds. He has $1 million in his fucking arsenal now.
Yeah, you're right. So Julian, what do you think is going to be the outcome of this court case?
Much as people like to say the system doesn't work, I don't know about Australia in particular because I haven't watched. I don't pay attention to a lot of fucking the court proceedings or dealings.
It's not as fun as America. I'm going to be honest. I've been in an Australian court. Not obviously I wasn't on trial or anything, just to watch. Like
I did actually. I did go in Australian court. If
anyone listening to this podcast hasn't seen Australian law at work, you should go there and watch because it is exactly. It's not what you think it is at all. But go, Jules.
But you know what gives me hope? When I went to court for my fucking stupid driver's thing, he's like, "We're gonna waive it all. You You only have from 3 months to 2 weeks. We're going to take all your demand points and give them back to you. You've done the right thing, you know. And that was great. And then when you got arrested by a police officer the other day, he's like, I don't agree with the laws, but, you know, I've got to do it. I feel like even if they got a corrupt judge, there's too much true evidence against John Barilaro that he can't rule in favor because he's corrupt. He has to do the right thing, otherwise there'll just be so much of a scandal. So I don't think it's up to the judge. This is way too public for the judge to just do it wherever he wants to. Right. He has to do the right thing. He has to follow the system. And I feel like Friendly Geordies and his lawyer, I forget the name of, are doing everything they can to do the right thing. Even his lawyer has told him to just shut up. You know, stop producing content. I just want to have this list of all your previous content, and then I'll tell you, you know, when it's safe to filter things. Yeah. So they're doing it right. They're doing everything they can to do this exactly right, to do this legitimately and legally. Yeah. This is way too public for it to be a corrupt case, so it has to be fair. And I just can't, with like the months, and actually no, not months, the year, and even longer than that, of all the videos that I've seen of John Barilaro, is a fucking pile. It's a pile, and it's not like it's complex corruptions. It's blatant.
Yeah, they're blatant. Yeah,
it's blatant bribes.
Barilaro. He calls himself Pork Barilaro.
Yeah, he said it himself. Yeah. Apparently, he perjured himself 6 times in court, which there's a transcript of that. Yeah. Like the legitimacy of this case.
About, Parliament court, though, not federal court.
Yeah, but the legitimacy of this case and everything that he's called is defamation against John Barilaro can be easily disproved. Yeah, I feel.
Well, Jordan, a lot of it, like, in my opinion, Jordan.
Yeah, he's already done
really summed up, just like the Fatty McFuckhead.
And that was a 10-minute fucking video, and most of it was a skit.
Yeah.
You're talking about the lawyer calmly.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Well,
that's a 10-minute video, and the one he has a fake hand.
Yeah, the one before that
was a 5-minute.
Talks about how, like, oh, if John's suing me for this, and that, this is the reasons. He's this, and that, and it's like, oh, okay, well, just like the Fatty McFuckhead.
Yeah, and that was the initial court document.
Yeah. Anyway,
and apparently there's more. Apparently there's more things that he's getting defamed for. Yeah. But like, if that was the initial charge, that's what they really want to go. I don't think he has an arsenal. I don't think John Barilaro has an arsenal against him. I think he's trying.
Jordan has way more information he hasn't released on John yet.
Oh fuck yeah! He has so many little spies. I feel.
I really hope he has that Biggest Loser tape. The what is it? Because Jordan said as a joke, right, in one of his videos that he had, apparently John Barilaro tried to get on The Biggest Loser one time, and he goes, "I'll drop all of this if you get me that tape, John." I want to see the tape, bro.
Actually, if that was the outcome to it all, the court case gets dropped just because he got the Big Brother video, I'd be pretty fucking happy too. It'd be the biggest fucking anticlimactic ending to a huge public scandal. I actually would love it. I got one thing to add that's completely segue.
We're done after that though.
I forgot her name. What's the Kardashian mum?
Kim?
Who turned Bruce Jenner.
Bruce Jenner, yeah.
Bruce Jenner, get out of the fucking country, you stupid cunt.
Okay.
Wow.
Look at it. Look at what she's fucking.
Because you don't like transgenders, Julian?
No. It's because she broke hotel quarantine in Sydney.
Holy fuck.
She is a foreigner.
Oh fuck. We want to talk about.
Get the fuck out of this country, cunt.
So one more point about John Barilaro. I know I sort of finished, but John Barilaro's daughter broke quarantine rules, and she got $1,000 fine. So a man in Perth also did pretty much the same thing. So broke the quarantine rules, got 7 months jail. So I just want to leave on that one, bro. If you want to talk about corruption.
You should put his daughter in jail. Fuck her. Honestly, how hard is it to not fucking break quarantine?
So this is another thing here, like deeming that John Barilaro obviously has some amount of power in the police force. Anyway, I just want to end it on that because that's actually stuff that we know. Like, I don't want to cause any speculation or anything, but that is what we know, that John Barilaro, out of that story, can, or at least has some minimal amount of sway over the police. And I would like
And
to
I'm
just end
looking.
it there, bro. I just want to get that out. But
Oh, sorry, I just want to keep going.
fuck me, bro.
I'm really keen for the next federal election with how ScoMo has treated Victoria.
Yep.
I've heard that a lot of Victorians are going to vote Labor in the next federal election.
Well,
So,
we don't know.
2023, Albo.
We'll see. Like, that's another conversation for another day. We could talk about
Oh,
our own state politics.
A lot of cunts are like fucking hate Daniel Andrews, which I think is stupid.
Yeah, I don't understand
honestly,
that.
look, Lung. I honestly think that's the circles you're in, bro. Because I've talked to a fair few Victorians, and they're like, yeah, look, lockdown sucks, and Dan Andrews is a bit of a shit cunt for that, but at the same time, like, we know it's all necessary.
He had to do what he had to do, you know.
Yeah, and he's
and
copping flack, bro, for stuff that he really didn't even start. Like, the fact
have you seen the TikTok though?
Yeah. Fuck you,
Well,
dude. No, fuck you.
No, but not even that. Gladys got questioned and said, Victoria went into lockdown and they did it right. And she said, no, they didn't.
Yeah.
And then fucking Dan Andrews like, look, I'm not here to scoff and, gouge at anyone. COVID's not going to give a fuck if we do that. I just had to do the necessary things. I can't really control New South Wales, but, fuck him.
Yeah, right. He has the fact that he has COVID back in Melbourne is her fault, and the fact he had COVID in Melbourne in the first place was ScoMo and especially Gladys's fault.
Fucking
They
no.
let the Ruby Princess in. They let the Ruby Princess in. That's it. That's where it started. That's case number one, bro. That's
case one.
That was the biggest. If it wasn't,
which I don't understand. Right? It was sitting out in the water for about 2 weeks there. Yeah. Why bring it in all the fucking sudden?
Yeah, right.
And why not flood every one of those fucking cunts in quarantine?
Yeah, no.
This is not the first disease we've ever had to deal with. We can build quarantine centers as easily as that fucking Chinese hospital got built in 10 days.
Yeah, Ebola.
They built a fucking hospital. We just need tents.
Yeah.
In the middle of fucking nowhere.
Nowhere, right? Yeah,
and transportation for all those people to get there. How fucking hard is that?
It's not like they didn't have a boat to dock in some random spot either. Like, you know what I'm saying? They could ship these cunts up.
Right at that harbour, there is a fucking quarantine. There is a quarantine place.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So at Sydney Harbour, there's a quarantine place near Barangaroo. Yeah.
Where the quarantine place is, instead of sending there, they just pat them on the bums, told them to go home, even though they knew people on board had COVID.
Or send them to fucking hotel quarantine, which we've seen doesn't work.
International quarantine spot like that.
See you later, bro. Go home, enjoy yourself. All right, look, we're done. We're going home.
I'm getting out of
it. It's all good, guys. It's all good. But
I have hope.
Yeah, no.
I really have
hope. Wait, so Julian,
Daniel Andrews, though,
I think
he cops a fucking
but you know what?
And these are from people who were boomers who were complaining about COVID full stop and like, shut the fuck up. Like, you have to lock down. Like, just fucking do it. Like, I agree. Like, I think he cops a shit go. But
you know why he cops a shit go, right?
Why?
Labor MP.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. And they call him fucking dictator. They call him
a dictator because it's easy.
So stupid. Yeah. So fucking stupid.
So ridiculous.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna send you guys a video.
Yeah, right. Look, Julian, you're always on this fucking podcast. Okay?
Thanks for having me.
Everyone knows who the fuck you are, bro.
Thanks for the special guest, mate. I really.
Please talk for a bit, because Julian he always fucks the outro. So please tell yourself if you want to plug some shit, just plug it. But give some final words.
It's just been a pleasure to chat on a lovely Sunday afternoon about a plethora of topics that I did not anticipate. But thank you, gentlemen, for having me on. I look forward to listening and if not participating in the future. It's been a pleasure. I hope whoever is still listening, that these discussions may be either riveting, enjoyable, wherever you may be in the world or in your life and journey. Yes, thank you very much.
Shit, man. This guy's got the biggest words. Julian, all right, say some stuff.
I have hope. I really do. I never will, actually. I was a cynical cunt at 20s, but I don't think that I will ever be that way anymore. I think I'm phasing away from my pessimistic self. And I really do have fucking hope that we will live in a beautiful fucking world. It won't be fucking in 10 years' time, but maybe in 30 we'll live in a beautiful world with how everything's looking to go. But thanks for having me.
It is always a pleasure. It is always a pleasure, and thank you for anyone listening right now. They made it to the end, and I have nothing more to say. I think we left it all out in the field. So, I hope everyone's having a great day and keep on kicking on, man. Love you guys. Peace.
Bye.
Yachty. Bye.